managed to win against Minnesota to just
Yeah.
make it solid on a rock, paper, scissors pattern. And then we're heading into the game. And here comes the draft for game number 1.
Speaking of rock, paper, scissors here, again, Leomord, usually the answers are going to be Harif. We got Alice there, again, pretty high on the priority for bans yesterday, as well as, I don't know, Cho? I don't know, just kidding. We're not going to go for Cho, but of course Alice does get picked up. These people are really good at controlling the game through the bans, and we're going to have another one very, very soon, so I hope you guys are ready for that. That's going to come in maybe before January, or before we got the finals.
Yeah, I sure hope that they don't ban Harith.
Oh, you want to see a Harith,
yeah, I want
don't
to see
you?
Harith.
You know what, I have to agree. Come on, show us a Harith play, and show us that maybe... I want to see it at least beaten up just once. I want to show people that, you know what, this guy is pretty good, but he's not...
Your team
guys
is picking.
wasted a whole minute of speech on that one. Anyway, Finesse gonna go up for the next pickup here. They pick up the Claude, obviously, because it's not banned out. I'm a bit surprised that Aldous is getting a higher ban priority here than the Claude. Why do you think so, man?
Yeah, I think it's because of Aether main prioritizing the ban on the Alice SS instead of the Claude accessory. We saw a really... Claude didn't really shine though. Like in each of the games they got picked, it was not up to the expectations of the team using it. So I think the Alice is being targeted here. It's Dale's Alice actually. Dale has been using the hero 8 times already. So I think
8 times since the past regular season.
Only this season.
Wow.
So Dale will be just settling for the Claude, and he already used the Claude 2 times already. So I'm sure he will be just fine with it.
Yeah, Cho'Gath combo though, to try to control out a lot of those. If you're talking about percentages, man, EJ on the Grok, I'm pretty sure he's more than 70% at least.
It's the
in
same.
The picks.
Yeah, it's the same time EJ has been using the Grok. He's been maining the Grok in MPL
yes,
season 2.
Absolutely. I think more than 70. I think we should reach about 80%.
Your team
EJ is just so
picking.
comfortable on this hero. Then partner that with the Cho, you can usually expect a lot of good results, and basically that's a big reason why their frontline duo here is just so good, and that's why they're standing in the MPL is also so high.
Yeah, it's so high, but not really up to that. Like they're in number 4, so that's not really bad. But if they cannot win this series convincingly, Finesse Solid might just overtake them.
Yeah, that's the danger here. Again, Finesse Solid, this is a very important game from them, considering they could be the part of the top 4 here. If they beat them out with the 2-0, again, very, very important for this
Your team
young
is
budding
picking.
team.
Yeah, young budding indeed, and they are riding on momentum.
There
like
you go.
3 fresh wins from the top 2 in the standing. It's a 2-1 win against Brennan, 2-1 win against Execration. That's not an easy feat to achieve.
Absolutely. Considering they get their comfort picks like this Kaja on Lex, Kaya on Lex, it's just so good. And he just flows with it like the wind, pardon the pun. Of course, he's a damn dove. We call him a dove in our rank. So I really like that they prioritize that. Good comfort pick as well on the Lancelot, as well
Your
as the
team
Akai.
is
Not
picking.
bad at all. I'm pretty sure Lex is happy to lock that in. Levi on the Famous usually does get a good result as well from this team. They kind of made it like as a sort of a replacement for high spell steal fighters like Leomord.
Yeah, Levi is also not a stranger when it comes to Thomas. So Thomas has been making rounds in the second season. Like he has been in the earlier rounds. Teams are kind of feeling on what role Thomas can fulfill, and it looks like Thomas can be like your secondary artist or in that role.
Yeah, someone that gets a lot of the spell steal, keeps fighting, keeps damaging the enemies while trying to stay healthy in the middle of the fight. He has so many tools to enable that spell steal. Aside from the ultimate, which just leeches off damage, literally emanates damage, and then spell steals those back to him. Great front line here for Finesse. You have a great back line with the Claude. Great balanced lineup here for Finesse. For the other side though, they lock it in with the Hanabi, with a Harley. It's gonna take a lot more babysitting for Aether main's composition to actually shine.
Yeah, I think Aether main will be looking into reenacting their former sister team's Hanabi performance last night.
Yes, beautiful. Beautiful last night, man.
But also really well executed by Bren. Let's see if Aether main can do the same by having the 4 just roam around the map, securing the farm, the gold, and the turtle and the lord, while the Hanabi will just be sitting back and just gaining the momentum and just ramping up to get the item builds that he wants.
That's right. And the itemization on Hanabi, anyone who plays ML knows Hanabi is super item dependent.
Yeah.
So again, everyone on the stream, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share the stream. Use the hashtag #BeLegendary. Every 5 minutes that you watch the MPL this weekend, you get a chance to win a free Facebook gift chest. And inside those chests, a possibility to get a permanent skin. So please keep watching. Please share. Tell your friends. Mobile esports action is ongoing right now on the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Facebook page. And any predictions for the meantime, though, for both of these teams?
I think I'm predicting that it'll depend on the first few minutes of the game, and then we're now starting, and we're seeing action right off the bat.
Yeah. So this is gonna be game one. Finesse Solid versus Aether Main. Ladies and gents, this is gonna be basically battle for fourth, right?
Yeah.
Because I think we're losing out on number of matches played. We're getting the teams locked into their actual positions in the coming grand finals.
Yeah, this group stage match is the first of the third to the last week. So this week is already week 5, day 2, and then next week is already the last 2 weeks. So all the teams doesn't have any more rooms for errors. So
yeah.
This one will be really crucial for both teams.
Yeah, and basically they're gonna have a lot of work cut out for them making those last 2 weeks count. So you know what? Start right here, right now. And I think Aether Main is doing just that. Good aggression, just good overall response against what Finesse is doing. Finesse tried to go hard on the fight earlier, and obviously the level 1 fights don't really pan out too much effect. But you know what? Aether Main has I think they have a more powerful early game here with Power of Nature from EJ on the Grok, as well as Changu on this very mobile Gushin. Now he's level 4. Expect a lot of assassinations. Look at the mid lane.
Yeah, the middle lane, this one is the most vulnerable against the Grok. So I think Aether Main will be looking to exploit this at the first few minutes of the game. So we're now seeing some minor rotations from Aether Main. They'll be trying to shift their attention towards the Thamus. But I think they can, and with the Harley, I think they can just pick him off.
Yeah, Thamus is one of the harder heroes to full man gank. If you tower dive Thamus, you actually will come out pretty badly hurt. So they're being very, very careful of that, and Levi knows this. Levi is just owning up top lane like a boss, forces Aether Main to rotate up to the bottom lane where Finesse is waiting in the wings.
Yeah, we're about to see our first team fight near the turtle area. And here we come Changu going to get focused down quickly by Dale. That was quick work with the open fire. The level 4 spiking on the favor of Aether Main, but Finesse Solid. Will they be on the retreat? They are in danger here, but they will try to find some pickups. EJ getting picked up in the back line.
They got mowed down. Double kill already coming in for Lex. We got everyone else going in for the retreating members. Finesse gets a clean sweep onto those people. Again, good job here for Finesse. This is the reason why you ban out the Cloud. You do not let a team like Finesse handle this hero. Level 4, you saw almost 100 to 0 that Gushin, man.
Yeah, in the Finesse Solid just had the right feel when it comes to their experience in gold game. And when they felt that the time is right, they just take the turtle, and if there's a contest, they can take it convincingly.
Absolutely. Right now, Aether Main seem to be having a harder time again. They thought they knew what they were coming into, right? They were so confident walking towards the turtle. Didn't expect 4 members of Finesse to be waiting in their arms. And then again, Dale spamming out the ultimate as much as he can just to get out all those creeps, get those golds, get the itemizations faster than we expect. And I think they're doing this composition justice.
Yeah, and Levi also, he ran all the way from the top lane just to do the backup, just in case if they lose out on the team fight. But they didn't really need Levi's contribution there, but Levi just closed the deal there convincingly on the turtle fight. So right now, Aether Main will be looking to recover from that loss as they just focused on the farm on the Hanabi's bottom lane.
And how do you think Aether Main is gonna get back all that real estate that they're starting to lose here against Finesse, man? Because you know what, bottom lane is a great start. Get that tower down, but it's just Dale farming. Even though there's not a tower there, I'm pretty sure he can Dexter out of there, as they say.
Yeah, Dexter out of there indeed. But what they need to do is, since they're stuck with a Hanabi pick, the four players in Aether Main will have to be more proactive. They have to be more responsive to what Finesse is acting. So this, what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
EG is now trying to defend against this attack from Finesse.
EG
with the wild charge, just hitting all three, but doesn't really do any good. But LeBron is going to get focused down. The problem is Flex nearly getting focused on a jungle, but we're seeing EJ getting
wow.
taken out by Carl. Carl is one of the top players here in Finesse Solid, and he's just showing just that. And Levi is not going to back down soon. Going smaller side, so jungle finishes him off. And
Great
LeBron
jump in there.
with a poker trick, trying to just cut his losses.
I really like that Finesse just fights off anyone that comes off against them. And Levi, I think his lifesteal definitely gonna run out this time. Gets shut down by the Hanabi. That's a great great place to get the gold on. If you are on Aether main, of course, it's gonna get taken out right after that by Lex on this Akai.
That was not so worth it for Aether main.
It wasn't.
They had to call off the Hanabi from his lane. It was a nice chain of kills from both sides of the teams, but I think Finesse Solid is still way ahead in this game. It's only the 5-minute mark, and he's already ahead, but they are already ahead by 3k gold.
Yeah, they're looking so much better here for this bottom lane, especially since Dale has not been... Oh my god, another kill. Easy kill there by Finesse in the mid lane. Gets the assassinations done just right. Carl, one of the youngest members here, doing wonderful work.
Yeah, Carl just showing Changu what it takes to defend the middle turret, and looks like Changu just fell out of control there with the dives. And here we go. Lex will be spotting Crypt. Crypt will be committing here.
Ooh, way of the dragon.
LeBron watches a poker trick, but there's a backup from Boo.
Again, good job for Aether main trying to answer, but you know what? If you try to answer, might as well just commit so much more to kill it. Don't leave the job unfinished. Otherwise, you're basically expending cooldowns just to try to threaten it. Big ultimate cooldowns just to threaten, and that usually doesn't turn out well
yeah,
for these
and Aether
guys.
main needs to commit more manpower when it comes to the rotations. Right now, we're only seeing like 2-man rotation, which isn't enough when you're up against Akaya and an Akai. They can just dash out of danger.
Yeah, because that 2-man rotation gonna start to become 1-man real quick.
Yeah.
When someone gets caught out, so you have to be very careful. And again, get the gold running in your team, because you know what? 5,000 gold already in favor of Finesse Solid at 6.5 minutes. That's a statement.
Oh, they get Genji out of there, and that was one of the ballsiest dives I've seen from Finesse Solid. They're just feeling the enemy jungle side, and they got rewarded for that, and that would be an unfortunate matter again for Aether main.
Yeah, I feel like this is confidence here for Finesse. Just going into the jungle of their enemy, camping it out right there, knowing that Aether main is gonna be walking up to there anytime soon, and then getting a sure kill is beautiful.
Yeah, they're making sure that Hanabi just doesn't sneakily get the advantage that it has. So they just went ahead and they thought for like 10 steps ahead, and they predicted that Hanabi will be just farming the jungle monsters.
Actually, that's exactly what he did, and you know what? Finesse Solid reading Aether main's rotations here like a book right now. Again, mid lane. Gonna be the one they're gonna try to push in, but Finesse also knows this. I have Carl there answering on Lancelot. Dale will receive all the Higanbana damage as well as the rooting. So Finesse knows the limits of their heroes. They're waiting up here, waiting for a free man gank. We got Crypt being pulled back in with Divine Judgment into the waiting arms of that spinning Akai. Well, another kill.
Well, they just can't do anything about those massive and aggressive rotations from Finesse Solid, and that will be another turret going to the way of Finesse. And they are just rolling in this game, and they're now almost approaching 10k net worth lead. This is something that you don't want to be in a situation against your opponent.
That is just fast gameplay right there. We got Finesse stealing up even buffs. They're trying to deny even the slightest of buffs here against Aether main. And if you deprive the buff from the Gushan, from the Harley, it actually will turn out really badly for you, especially for Kenji. Doesn't get the mana regen, cannot spam up all those bouncing blades. You know what, it's really cool that Finesse Solid can pull this off against a powerful team like Aether main.
Yeah, but Aether main looks like they're experiencing, I'm guessing, like first game jitters. They're fresh off a win yesterday, but looks like they're just not, they're fresh off a loss actually. So I think they haven't recovered much from that loss for execration. So they need to regroup, they need to rethink already on how will they approach a team like Finesse Solid.
Golden Staff, Demon Hunter's Sword, basically all the items that Claude needs. Also, the Famous has Endless Battle and Blood Fury React. Here we go, another kill on the bottom lane here for Finesse. They're just playing around here. I don't think they're even taking the rotations that seriously. We got Levi on top lane, shoving up non-stop. Aether main not responding to that one. And the gold lead, as you said, almost 10k here. Really hard to pull off against a team like Aether Main, but Finesse is doing it like a boss. Lord will be slain here for Finesse. That could be the signal for the end here.
Yeah, Carl's been dictating the pace of the game. He has already posted 5 kills and 4 assists to the name of Finesse Solid. So he's just leading the way with that aggressive dashes and then aggressive punctures. And now they're not eyeing this top lane. EJ's in danger, which is kind of unfortunate for a drop. But you're supposed to be feeling at home in this jungle hallways. And Crypt was almost picked off there, but he managed to just dash out of there.
Yeah, they don't even need the Lord. They're going straight for the top lane turret here, and possibly the inhibitor afterward. So Finesse again cannot be answered by Aether Main. Aether Main still in the middle lane with that Grok. Everyone trying to collapse here in the jungle. But is this really where they want to fight? Lex goes in with the Hurricane Dance, misses out onto the Grok. Turret will go down once more. Getting that gold lead up to 11,000, and man, Aether Main, this is starting to become insurmountable.
Yeah, that was really sad for EJ that he tried to approach the jungle once again, but his life meter was looking like to be a one quick taxi meter. That it dropped down to 50% real quick. So I'm guessing EJ is also lagging behind in terms of items and experience. Even though he was sticking to the walls, he was going to get focused down real quick. And now here comes the Lord. Finesse will be trying to escort this all the way towards the Nexus. And I think Aether Main will have to approach this real carefully, but Lex won't let that happen. They're all going in, and LeBron is already fallen down, but Lex will get picked up by the Hanabi. And Changu has retaliated, and looks like this will be one solid defense, it seems, for Aether Main, but they still lose the tower. There's still 2 siege creep minions coming out from Finesse Solid. They're going straight for the Nexus. And Aether Main, they're just still holding onto their lives here. Changu gets going to be focused down real quick. Dale and Benfu just comboing it out, but Levi is just going hammer top lane, and the Nexus falls down.
No minions, no problem. We got Claude there burning it up, and the throne goes down. Finesse Solid with game 1 for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Victory!
Oh man, that was really sad for Aether Main.
It really was. I mean, I was expecting Finesse to come out on top here, but to be honest, Zendex, I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast and in that merciless manner. Yeah,
Finesse Solid already looking one to be one with the big guys already in this leagues. It's like they already ascended into that level.
Yeah, they basically played around with Aether Main for a majority of that fight, with just Levi bossing it up on the top lane. I mean, Aether Main were trying to gank him, but man, was he resilient, allowing Dale also to farm up on the bottom lane. Rotations from Lex and Boo here, just doing wonders.
Yeah, they also made sure that both Kenji and Changu just didn't get the farm that they needed, and they kept on checking on them every now and then and just preventing them the item builds that they want.
Yeah, and right now, you know what? We're going to see, have a look at the replays here, highlights, and you see that Dale is basically untouched in the majority of the fights. He doesn't even need the item set. This is level 4. Once he got Blazing Dust, it was so easy to assassinate Gushen in this fight, as well as everyone else just making a run for it. You cannot outrun a Claude. That is a given fact, just because of how mobile this hero is and the distance he can cover in a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages of a Claude over a Gushen, because Gushen, once all his skills are used up, you're stuck with just running around.
Just walks.
Yeah,
like right now.
Yeah, right now. So Levi just pounces on him and just kills him off, and here comes an overextension from Carl in a way, because he just Kenji just sweeps this off from the floor. But that was a really still well played from Levi. He had a lot of contributions throughout the entire of the game, even though he was stuck in a top lane. But each time his teammates needed him the most, he would just run all the way from his lane.
Beautiful kill there. Something you don't always see, but you know what? He was in a perfect position to take that. Again, Lord, after that Lord was taken, it was non-stop. It could not be stopped leading up to the bottom lane, where EJ was in the front trying to clear up as much of the creeps as he can with power of nature. But that was a Lord. You cannot clear this up with just a Grok. And everyone else was just so busy dealing with the diving members of Finesse Solid. And the Throne, it was just a few hits from dying. And the power of the full itemized Claude, man. Golden Staff, Demon Hunter Sword. Don't care if you're a tank. You're going to go down. Victory goes to Finesse Solid because of that very, very clean performance.
But of course, Aether Main is still in the series. It's the best of 3. They can still take that game 2 and move it to a game number 3. But it will be really hard, as Finesse Solid is just still on this hot streak. And now we're seeing our MVP, of course, Levi, on the Thamos 514, and with a billing damage of 6,000. I think that's one of of his pushing capabilities that's being showcased here.
And again, we haven't reached those super high damage dealt, damage received stats just because the game just ended so fast. Hanabi didn't even get a chance to lead up a team fight for Aether main, and that's the power here of the composition that this team Finesse drafted. The early game Claude pick is good, and you back it up with a Kaya as well. There is just no getting out once Finesse has their eyes on you.
Yeah, getting that the Thamos, Akai, and Kai in the same team kind of dictated the win already for Finesse solid. Either main also kind of reacted poorly with that last pick Hanabi. Like they should have picked maybe something like Aldo instead.
Yeah, I mean Aldo would have been great, except it was banned out. So
Oh
maybe
yeah,
that's
oh, yeah,
why.
it was banned out.
Maybe that's part of the plan, right? That's part of the plan. Get the Aldo out, remove the vision, so they don't know where Dale is. They cannot hunt him down. They cannot dive in on the Dale. And you know what? That's smart drafting as well. Cannot wait to see if Finesse Solid can close this out, because they're definitely top 4 material, as you did say.
Yeah, all credits given to the captain of Finesse Solid just drafting that correctly. But let's see how will they do from the opposite end of the drafting now as we go into game number 2, which should be in a few moments.
Yeah.
But let's first thank our sponsors.
Yeah, big thanks to our sponsors again, the legendary sponsor Smart, for bringing us Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2. Again, road to the Nationals, guys. You know what the Nationals are? Look it up. Just kidding. It is basically the main attraction for esports here in the Philippines, where all the teams are gunning to be recognized nationally as the best teams in each game.
Yeah, best team in each game, and there was already 2 games announced already, and Mobile Legends will be the last one going towards that. It will be coming next year, so expect a lot of action coming your way once that rolls out.
That's true. And again, we are back in the game 2 for Finesse Solid versus Aether main, and they lock in that very beautiful Leomord, man. I always like seeing games with Leomord just because of how well you kind of have to judge him, right? How well can he dive? Can he actually like be the Hell Knight that we know and love, where he lifesteals nonstop, he bursts down people nonstop with Barbiel, his steed, and how well can the team actually keep him alive?
Yeah, so Leomord can actually start out really soft in the beginning, but if you build him correctly, he can also be he can match up in the likes of Grok and Akai, at the same time just dishing out the damage of your best damage dealers in your team. So right now we're seeing Finesse already drafting better than Aether main previously, as they respectfully banned the Claude.
Yeah, and you know why? Because since they have the Leomord here, there is going to be a bit of a struggle on the pickings later on. Can you get a Kaya in? I mean, Finesse probably won't do that, but they need a great damage dealer in. I'm expecting a Lancelot, a Gushan, and maybe, I don't know. A Gushan is banned out, so Lancelot's definitely high up in priority here. Hanabi and Carry could make an appearance here, since Finesse starts to look like they want to babysit someone here with this combo.
Yeah, they're just missing one more. Maybe they might want to pick up the Kaya still, but I think Cho and Akai is already good here. Yesterday we saw Cignal Ultra just showing to the world that first picking Akai and Cho is the safest picks that you can do if you're second to pick. They beat out a lineup of Leomord, Claude, and Alice with that first 2 picks.
Beating out a Leomord. That's something that's very good to hear, man. Of course, as predicted, they will go for one of the marksmen here, which is going to be the Carry. And Levi still very confident on this Famous. I really like that they're showing that here and now.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like yesterday, we saw, I think it's ArkAngel OWN with Pao. In the first game, he went with the Martis and then went with the Thamos. But I think right now, teams are prioritizing so much the Thamos because of the CC potential it has more than the Martis. So this pick makes sense. So don't fix what ain't broken, right?
Yep. I kind of already expected the Kaya pick here for Aether main. But they have a lot, and you know what, I like this comp. They have a lot of CC, they have a lot of block with the Guardian Wall, as well as basically Kenji himself on this Grok, that will allow the Harley and the Calgret to just shine and fly left and right. As well as Leomord. Probably, they didn't dedicate the Angela pick here, which is a bit surprising. Would have loved to see that, and it is proven to work. But again, teams are still starting to maybe shy away from that, maybe because of the long cooldown on the ultimate.
But Aether main has drafted really risky here. That they are really lacking in terms of late game. They're up against a carry, a Martis, and a Thamus. Which is kind of scary if you're only banking on your Leomord. And at the same time, Harley and Kagura maybe as a backup. But looks like they will have a huge advantage in the first few minutes of the game. So, but when it reaches the late game, it might be a different story.
That is true. Again, Martis is going to be here. I thought Levi was going to go for the Famous. Apparently, he's going to go for his trademark Martis. Boo going to be taking up the mantle of the Levi split pusher. The Famous split pusher. Damn, I really named Levi Famous. So, who do you think is going to win this out? Is it going to be an hashtag FS win or hashtag AEM win? We want to know what you think on the chat. And again, big thank you so much for being here, guys. Please share the stream. Hashtag be legendary. Send it as a message to your group chat. Tell them MPL's happening right now. Get those guest coins loaded up. And we are going to watch a lot of Mobile Legends esports action coming your way real soon.
Yeah, this is just the first series. There's 3 more after this one is over. But if Aether main can go into game number 3, then there will be more Mobile Legends action coming your way.
That's right. Again, I kind of expect Finesse to clean this out. Again, very smart on drafting. But let's see if that's going to happen here. Let's go into game 2. Again, Finesse Solid versus Aether main. So far, we got Finesse Solid up by 1. Can they make it a 2? Or will Aether main bounce back and make it a reverse sweep? Something to look forward to later, ladies and gents. And a very conservative start here for both of these teams.
Yeah, EJ is once again on this Grok, and it was kind of unfortunate that he didn't manage to showcase the power of his Grok in the previous game. They got checked hard by Finesse Solid, and looks like Finesse Solid will be just still going to show just that. They still have the Thamus, and now Carl is now onto that carry, which is also the same. Carl has been the one that's been leading the kills when it comes to Finesse Solid's performances.
You know what? I really like that Aether main can start doing the pressure early on with this competition. I think that's the advantage that they have against Finesse right now, because Finesse cannot really collapse this early on. Early game power once against Aether main, but look, this Crypt going to be facing off a lot of threats from Finesse.
Yeah, they have to avoid those overextensions, like not going to the jungle alone. Like we're seeing our first engagement in the top lane, but Finesse Solid would just disengage properly.
Yeah, and Finesse Solid, I think they know, right? They know that, you know what, our Famous is not that tanky yet, doesn't have the Bloodlust Axe, cannot light steal, so let's try to draw it out. Let's just get minions non-stop, and just stop Aether main when they invade, like right now.
Oh, EJ going balls to the walls, and we'll try to focus down Boo, but Boo just managed to go out of the safety, but Kenji gives chase. He will try to take out Boo there, and it's already on the third range, but Kenji, will he be risking? The third aggro is not
First man!
and Kenji managed to get the kill.
That's the kill you want. You want the first blood to go over to Leomord. Get the accelerated damage as fast as possible. Bloodlust Axe into Bladed Despair. You know it, and you're gonna get, once you get those items, you're gonna run through them like a boss, and you know what? More gold for Aether main. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, that early game advantage is really showing right now as they just take 1 kill and that turtle, and Aether main will just looking to just capitalizing in this advantage. So right now they're just stabilizing after that turtle takeout.
Yeah,
and then they just cleanly sweep all the lanes already in the jungle monsters. They'll be looking for a pickoff here right now.
I like the aggression from Aether main, but what is going to be the answer for Finesse? I mean, right now they cannot fight, but can they actually survive? That's the question here. Kreb will use Divine Judgment onto that very squishy panda for now, and you know what? Ultimates are not even up yet. Not all ultimates are up yet for Finesse.
Yeah, Finesse Solid will have to soldier through this early game. This will be a one tough early game to go through, and they will have to fight the middle game with the back, with their foot at the back, since Aether main will have a lot of advantage when it comes to item build and farm. So this is something that Finesse Solid will have to keep in mind. But if they can properly just build up their late game carry, this could still be a win towards Finesse Solid.
Look at this is kind of unexpected. Again, Finesse going for the 4-man on the bot lane. This is, as long as you have the ultimates, maybe you can probably get out the kill, but I think they're really just lacking out in terms of DPS here, man.
Yeah, they're still lacking on DPS, even though they have a 4-man gun, but they're still trying to secure. The Martis just went in. Levi with that most dive, but Kaya will just preemptively back down from that.
And so far we have Aether main making full use of this Leomord. Kenji's very happy. He's not getting canked at all. He's getting all the free hits that he can get. He's even getting the turret that he came for. LeBron goes off. with the deadly magic will be avoiding some of that Famous aggression. And maybe it wasn't such a good idea getting blue on the Famous.
Yeah, at the same time, looks like, as you said, Kenji's enjoying the privilege of Levi, enjoying the game number 1. Just sticking around in the top lane,
Turtle
just waiting for things to happen,
soon.
just making sure they get your farm that you need.
2K right now, Aether main is definitely in the lead here with Finesse circling up and waiting for Carl to go online on this carry. And again, not really the brightest idea, because you cannot fight off early game against Aether main composition with this one.
Yeah, Aether main also securing that second turtle. That's 2 turtles to their name. This is something that they will looking to solidify further once they approach the mid game. But Lex will be focused on Django. That was a real quick work by Carl on that carry, just spinning those light wheels on his way.
If you want to get some kills in, use that Hurricane Dance properly. That's exactly what Lex did. And I think they want to get more. And getting the gold into Carl on that carry was so important.
It was a Carl getting a kill on Django, which could be really huge. It is a core-to-core exchange there. And now they're giving chase on Dale, but Dale can just escape this narrowly. Carl will back up. Carl is looking really scary right now. But EJ will just stick it to the walls, safe from all kinds of CCs here. And Finesse Solid will be grouping up in the bush. But Aether main will also be defensively positioning themselves.
Yep, and I kind of like that Finesse, despite their composition, as I repeated so many times already. Not the best in terms of early game. They're not dying. It's 1-1 only on the kill score. They're only losing out in terms of some of the gold in the map. But no one's actually dying just yet. So Carl, trying to make that a bit more of a different story, cannot really output that much DPS as of the moment, will allow the Grok to just wiggle on out there. Bottom lane could be in danger though here for Finesse.
Levi, we can just escape from this no problems, unless Crypt and LeBron just go in and try to commit. But looks like that won't be the case here, but Finesse almost dying to deadly magic.
Yep, and again, that's a burn ultimate here. Boo here gonna get pulled back in by Divine Judgment once more. Rotations are awesome here for Aether main. They thought they were alone, but you know what? We have 3 members here.
That was a premature advance from Blue there, as he thought that his team needed help, but he ended up paying for his life. But EJ will be going to the enemy jungle side. He's only have a sliver of HP left, but here comes Grip with a backup, and EJ might get out of there from safety. But Jungle gets a kill on Levi.
Yeah, he's gonna be the one to get the kill over there. Levi suffering once more from the deadly rotations of Aether main. Gets that goal lead up to 4,000 right now. And at 6.5 minutes, we know that's an indicator of a team in the decline.
Yeah, but Finesse Solid is still looking pretty solid so far. They haven't lost a lot so far. They actually are doing a great job cutting their loss to the minimum. But Aether main will be looking to maintain this aggression. They want this timing now. Here comes a pickup from Lex. That a Steed just pull that that Akai from the picture.
Confidence of Aether main in the mid lane. They are facing up against Finesse Solid, no problem.
Launch attack!
And if you have this composition, you will be confident, man. Because how are they gonna go through this Grok? How are they gonna go through this Kaya, man?
Yeah, EJ looks like to finally able to showcase that Grok skill that he has. This is you have to know that this is EJ's signature hero currently in the season.
And all of that experience turns you into a really powerful Grok. You're basically part of the wall here in the map, because you've been playing Grok non-stop. For the meantime though, you got Aether main facing up on the jungle side of Finesse. A lot of pressure, not allowing Finesse any sort of jungle camp takes, and stealing even more gold from his already starving team.
Yeah, Levi just showing his mechanical superiority a while ago. That he literally slipped through space, and now we're seeing a response from Finesse Solid. We're starting just making a pickup from Kenji, and Django will be trying to make something happen here as he tries to focus down Carl. Carl's in danger there as Kenji still managed to make it alive.
Wow, I like the confidence of Finesse here. There was a Leo Ward there, and they were not afraid. They fought off. They knew that Phantom Seed might be a bit on cooldown, and he will not be confident. And again, it was way too late. Here's the backup though from the rest of Aether main. They dive in on to Dale as well, and Dale suffers. Gonna be another kill most likely here. Lex falls to the power of LeBron.
Oh, LeBron and Kenji just avenging their teammate Django, as they have been noticing that Django is supposed to be the main focus from Finesse Solid. I'm not completely agreeing with that choice, as a Congress isn't really one of the main ones that you should be trying to take care of. It should be the Leopard on Kenji.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad to see that Finesse is actually slipping here in terms of, you know what, they got a kill. They should have just ran for the hills right now. I think they might have overstayed their welcome. Kenji was very, very low in that fight, so he was very hesitant. They did not make use of the hesitation. They lost up because of that.
Yeah, and also Finesse solid lagging really behind in terms of turret push, while Aether main is just going to continue putting on the pressure. So now, after clearing out the jungle monsters, they will be now looking to focusing on 2 lanes at the time, as the Lord will be approaching the top lane. And looks like Aether main grouping up in a bush, waiting for someone to get trapped. It looks like nobody home here.
Yeah, nobody's home at all. We got 3 members of Aether main waiting in the wings here. And Lex might be the first one. Oh, he sees it. He might be able to 1,000 pounder out there if he can. Yes, he does. We got Kenji though still pushing up on the turret on the bottom lane. The rest of Finesse Solid still in mid. And they are starting to bleed up on gold. 8,000 gold lead cannot be laughed at. Almost 10 minutes in the game.
This is similar what happened to game number 1. There's this huge gold gap in between teams at the same time the Lord is pushing. So it looks like Aether main will be just repeating just that. They will just fight fire with fire, and they will show that, hey, we will let you feel what we felt in the previous game. So right now they will be pushing here, but here comes Aether main just lagging behind slightly from the Lord. But now here comes EJ, just winding up, hitting them with that huge totem lance. But EJ will get isolated from a wall, and looks like this was looking to be solid defense from Finesse, but no, Aether main managed to penetrate it. They managed to take out 3 from Finesse Solid, and they will be managed to take out 3, and Boo will be falling down soon enough. But Joe, he should pull out of here, and looks like he does. But Boo, he still has to defend. He still has his duties, and he just can't hold this ground.
Right now, because of the sacrifice of that choke, might be able to buy some time here. They can make it out on time on the map. It's still not done for Finesse. They are trying to chase up on the remaining Aether main members. Hurricane dance left and right. He gets 1. Can he get more? Carl going on for the chase. Kenji has the Phantom Steed. He will be the one chasing instead. Here's the backup from Levi though, and I think that will be it for that push from Aether main.
Wow, Carl just having a presence of mind, dodging that Phantom Steed. If he got caught up on that, it could have been over on the spot, but they still have 1/3 remaining. They still have the fighting chance. But
I think they do.
Oh! I thought it's over.
Man, you gotta be careful, yo. Again, you know what? I like that Finesse Solid was able to defend that, but it's a very open base. Their base is in shambles. Only 1 inhibitor turret remaining. Itemization, look at that. Everyone is basically locked in for Aether main. They're very happy with where they are right now in terms of items. I think they're just waiting for the next board here. That's 60 seconds alive. What can Finesse Solid do with this 60 seconds?
This will be hard, as Harley also got the buff. Just freshly clearing that jungle monsters from the camps. It looks like they will be just steering towards the top lane. They're just pushing out these lanes, and they will just maintain the map control that they already have. As Finesse Solid will be remaining in this containment for a couple more seconds.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of waves clear here for Finesse, so they can probably block out as much of the aggression from the creep minions as they can, but once Aether main tries to dive in, Carl is in for a world of hurt. You cannot really stop a Grok diving on you, as well as a rampaging Leomord, especially if you get caught by Crypt on the Divine Judgment. You gotta be careful, man.
Yeah, careful they have to be, as it just takes just one mistake from Finesse Solid, just lose this final turret and maybe also their Nexus. So Aether main, they finally got the Lord, and it'll be spawning really soon. And it looks like they have considerable advantage when it comes to positioning. So now Harley, with that buff, will be focusing his attention to the Lord. He will be focusing that down really quick. He is being helped by Kenji there, and as 3 members by Aether main will just spotting the sidelines here at the perimeter. It looks like Boo will be leading the way, but they're still hesitating if they're going for it or not.
Yeah, because right now Finesse seem to be in a spot where they're waiting for the minions to at least push out maybe until the river area, and then they can try to go for fights. But they're also very scared that Aether main might be somewhere here and just lurking, so they cannot really walk out their base just yet. And at this point, I think they're just left with just going for the base defense.
Yeah, they have no choice here. You remember, throughout the entire of the game, Aether main got all objectives. They have 2 turtles and now they have 2 lords. So there's something that Aether main can play on their advantage. So now Finesse will just be hugging their base.
Yep.
And not really overextending. They don't even want to go out of their base here.
I feel like this level 2 Lord is the end here for Finesse Solid, just because
they're just fooling around.
Yeah, they're just fooling around. I think just backing up in the middle, and this might be it. Again, if Carl can pull off the miracle plays here, it will be good, but I highly doubt it. They're gonna start off with the last battle, ladies and gents. Inside the base, Lex gets pulled in, that's gonna be negated. Lord is half HP, but he will be phantom stealing out of there. Kenji in the front, pulling off on Carl. That's it. All the DPS of Finesse is gone. Last remaining members cleaned up, and Aether main will tie it up 1-1 against Finesse Solid.
Looks like Aether main didn't have to wait for the late game to finish that.
Victory!
Apparently so, man. And Aether main seem to be very happy here with a very convincing win against Finesse Solid. The macro game for this team is immaculate as usual, and they got all of the options that they want right in the bag. They have the early game power, they used it. I was saying, utilize your win condition and you usually will come out on top. They are very aware of how they will win, and they use that quite nicely. They also know that Finesse Solid will only win if we reach late game. They did not let that happen as well.
Yeah, it's only a 1-2-2 stat on Carl, which is kind of unfortunate. Also, during that last defense, he had to allocate all his damage towards the Lord, which Aether main exploited right off the bat. So this is something that might affect Finesse Solid's morale when coming to game number 3, but hopefully not.
Yeah, because we have seen Finesse Solid, they do 1-up in 2-1 sometimes as well. So not totally counting them out, but this should put Aether main in a very confident spot. Should put them in a good... let's say momentum, pardon the pun on the scales for Leomord. But of course, Aether main is a team that is also not perfect. Sometimes they commit mistakes, and Finesse, they have to realize, they have to know when are the times that Aether main does make these mistakes. So even in these few games, I see a lot of them. Like Kenji in a wrong position, did not predict multiple members for Finesse to be there. That's why he was so much in danger. He was just farming, and then he got surprised. That usually doesn't happen. But overall, you know what? Aether main did a lot better in this time around.
Yeah, so in the replay, we're just seeing how Aether main just dictated the entire pace of the game. But coming into game number 3, I'm expecting that both teams will be balancing their drafts properly here, as there's no telling of what either team will be throwing at them. So I'm expecting the Grok would stay on EJ though, but he might just put a twist on that, as he can also pilot the Akai maybe.
Yeah.
But EJ is most comfortable with that Grok, as we saw in this game number 2. He just made a lot of contributions.
I like the ability of teams to swap out heroes, right? But I think in this time around, it didn't really work out for Finesse here. Getting Dale onto Famous instead of Levi, you just see a stark difference on how they move. And I think they should get, if ever they're gonna get the Famous in, they should go in and give Levi that one, because Levi's Mortis was okay, but could have been better. MVP for that game gonna be Kenji on Leomord, 5-0-8. There were so many times that he was so close to death, but being the Hell Knight, apparently he cheated it, and he is gonna be ramping up with a lot of damage dealt and received.
Yeah, he played properly rather than cheat, so I guess that you should give credit where credit is due. So this is something that the dilemma of Finesse Solid is Dale is stuck with working with his non-comfort hero, because right now he has only one, which is the Alice. So that is something that historically he played the Alice 8 times this season, but since that's being first banned by Aether main, the Finesse Solid has to adapt to that.
Yeah, apparently banning out the Alice is doing a dual service here for Aether main, blocking out the Alice picks, and you know what? They don't really have a very well-known Alice player, so why not remove that from Dale? Like you did mention, a high percentage of his games going into Alice, and it does cripple the game of Finesse a lot when they don't go on the comfort picks.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting how Finesse will be approaching the draft on game number 3. We're still waiting on who will be red side and blue side here, as I think it will it will be coming up really soon. But first, let's thank our sponsors.
Yep, big thank you to Smart, our legendary sponsor, Smart, allowing us to have MPL Season 2 Road to the Nationals here. And please do share the stream. Hashtag for this game and every other MPL game is hashtag be legendary. Every time you share and every time you send a message, add that up on the captions. And please keep watching every 5 minutes possible. It's possible for you to get a legendary a Facebook gift chest, which will have the chance to contain a permanent skin. So keep watching and keep guessing on those guest coins as well, because I like guessing on the guest coins, especially if you have a good knowledge of MPL. You can usually get a lot of good rewards in the in-game shop. So who do you guys think are going to come out of this game free? Who do you root for? Let us know on the comments as well. Is it a hashtag FS win or hashtag Aether AE win? So let's go into the draft. Let's see what these guys have in store for us, because I'm really excited to see how Finesse is going to bounce back from this.
Your team
and
is
there goes
banning.
that targeted ban once again today. Just not allowing Finesse to get that Alice. So Finesse will be
Your
drafting
team
from the
is
red side,
banning.
so they'll be stuck with banning the Harris in the Claude shortly. But they might have something else in mind here.
I think so too, because Harith is a normal first ban, but if you leave out either Claude or Leomord open, you saw that teams know how to use these. They also know how to deal with them, so it's usually a toss-up on who can be better, who can beat who to the punch.
Oh, another
Your
targeted
team
ban.
is
It's
banning.
actually towards Carl. Like, Carl have used Gushan 6 times already in the league, so they still will miss out on that comfort pick once again.
Your team is picking.
Yep, Aether main again will have the ability to pick up on the Leomord and have the ability to not fix what's not broken, and I think they will lock in just that. And you can see the normal picks here. You can kind of already expect and kind of predict how they're gonna draft it up, and you know that the enemy team will want to go for the Akai, will want to go for either Kaya or the Cho. Because Grok apparently doesn't really work well against Leomord.
Yeah, I think what Finesse did here is they shouldn't have
Your
just left
team
Claude
is
open.
picking.
Like necessarily, we saw all the teams just playing against it, and they still did well. So I think what they have done is just banned out the Leomord
Your
instead.
team is
Yep,
picking.
as predicted once more, they do get the Akai in. Good priority to get that Kagura. I really do agree with that. It's very smart to get the Kagura in so that you can maybe get another level of control for the Leomord.
It's actually smart because Aether main isn't really known to get a Cho. So now we're seeing them prioritizing Harley and Kaya over that. So I think Finesse can still secure that Cho.
And and Finesse is good with it, right?
Yeah.
And Finesse is absolutely beautiful with the Cho. And I think either Boo is going to be using that. For the meantime though, Aether main sticking with
Your
what works
team
for
is
them in the
picking.
previous game. 3 picks out of 5 has been the same. I know Finesse is going to be having a good time with this because they already know the flow of how they engage. So not fixing what's not broken might actually turn out bad for Aether
Your
main.
team is picking.
Yeah, so in the previous draft in game number 2, they kind of messed up in there by just leaving the Kagura open. So Aether main just took that advantage and just secured Harley and Kagura and Leomord. So this time they reacted correctly. They have a better read now. So they prioritized the Kagura over the Cho, which kind of now they have this better draft overall.
Yeah, they do. I think removing the potential for losing out on your comfort pick is huge. We'll probably have Levi onto the Famous though, because Aether main hovering over this. They do know how
Your
to use the
team
Martis
is
as well.
picking.
Only leaves up fewer options for Levi here, and the Famous will locked in. As I said, these guys we kind of already know what they're gonna lock
Yeah.
in before the game starts.
It's
So,
also the massive difference between these two teams' hero pools. That's why they now have a better read against their opponents.
Yeah.
So this will be an interesting clash of styles coming into game number 3. So Levi, will he shine once again on the Tamas?
That's a big question here. Again, they're starting to go into a bit more comfort. Lex is very happy with the Akai. On the other side, we got Kenji this time around. He will be swapping out onto the Martis instead of the Leomord. And I'm not sure how that's going to work out well. Because you saw that Kenji was awesome in the Leomord 5-0 and 8. How well can LeBron actually do this? Because from memory, I don't think he has really good Leomord games.
Yeah, historically LeBron has been using mage type heroes, so this should be a fresh sight for everyone to see. Let's just hope LeBron can just pilot it correctly.
Yeah, because this is absolutely a curveball thrown here to the enemies of Aether main, with LeBron coming up strong with one of the main carries with Kenji this time around on the Martis. You already know that LeBron's going to go for the split push. I'm very curious how Kenji does with someone who likes to roam up and go for the jungle.
I think Kenji and LeBron maybe discussed game number 1, what happened there with the Levi Thamos. I think this is just a reaction towards that. So I think they trust LeBron more on handling Levi on the lane.
That's true. Because LeBron is very confident when he plays up. You saw how powerful his Harley play was earlier. So I'm really looking forward to what he's going to have in store for us. Let's go into the game for Game 3. Aether main versus Finesse Solid. This will determine who comes out on top in the rankings for this week. Because you know what? We're very close to the end here, ladies and gents.
Yeah, it's close to the end. It's game number 3, and this is the most crucial moment for these two teams in this Sunday. And now we're seeing a slight aggression already from Aether main as they try to just harass the hell out of Finesse Solid there. And the Aether main, they have a good run already on Finesse Solid. Will they get on Lex here? But Lex is kind of a bit tanky already with an Akai.
That's right.
Aether main will disengaging properly from that.
So Aether main playing up to the win condition of just playing safer. Finesse this time around knows they can probably go a bit more aggressive here against Aether main. They're doing just that. Again, the threats of invades are great, but if you can't really get any gold out of it, it's not really good.
Yeah, so the difference already without the Kagura is showing already, and they're just falling short on that.
In early game time, not so much. We got Carl and Levi gonna be tasked with all of the early game power. I'm not sure how well that's gonna pan out for Finesse here.
So yeah, both teams will just bank on their side lane heroes. So it's kind of unfortunate that they're still level 2. So that might affect a lot when it comes to the middle game. So Levi, Kenji tried to initiate on him, but Athamos is scary.
Yep. Again, Turtle gonna be stolen though by Finesse, getting them that much needed gold that they need. Thank you very much, Aether main, for giving us that turtle. Of course, mid lane gonna be the next point of fight here. Does Boo have Way of Dragon? Apparently will not be able to. Gonna have to cheat Kundo out of there. And everyone from Finesse seemed to be playing up in a bit more conservative fashion, realizing that, hey, apparently we cannot do early game kills yet.
Yeah, so Aether main, with that response, they managed to spread out real quick there with that initiation from Boo. So that was also well played from Aether main. At the same time, it's kind of unfortunate that their turtle got stolen. So Finesse Solid recognized how on point is Aether main when it comes to getting the objective. But Lex gets caught out here. He managed to spin out of there.
And this is
still a first blood on Deadly Magic.
Yeah, the combo that I was talking about. You got Divine Judgment, you got that Deadly Magic. Why not combo that? That will result in an instant dead hero no matter who it is.
Yeah, no matter who it is, that was an Akai.
That's
so
right.
That is a statement there, but Finesse Solid is retaliating in the top lane, but Aether main is retreating on time.
And they seem to be very happy to just walk out of there and play around with fire. In Aether main, they are responding right. I think they're responding just in the right amount. They're not overcommitting. They're not letting Finesse have an opening for a possible comeback in terms of map pressure. But to be fair, Finesse Solid is being kind of even up on the goal.
Yeah, EJ, we saw him just keeping an eye out on Carl's Lancelot. So because Lancelot will be one of the late game hopes for Finesse Solid, as we all know. What Levi just gets caught out of there. That will hit hard.
That should not have happened, by the way. Kenji gonna be on the bottom lane, facing the wrath of avenging Finesse Solid. So this will be a very big fight. If they go for this could be bad. It looks like they will be able to make it out there just in the tick of time. Turtle gonna be spawning in just 2 seconds, and I think that will be the next point of fight here for both of these teams.
Yeah, so Finesse, I think Aether main will be more careful when taking these objectives, as the previous turtle got stolen from them. They shouldn't have let that happen, but Finesse Solid, I guess they had this light communication that Levi Magic got picked off there carelessly. He should have been spending his time in the bottom lane, so it's kinda weird how he found himself in that middle of the map.
Yeah, slowly but surely Aether main starting to sink into there and slowly getting into the groove of having the kills onto their pockets, because at this point they realize they have to go for the kills, or else if this late game arrives, we're gonna have to deal with 2 super mobile fighters, and they don't want that to happen.
That sounded like a TV series, Super Mobile Fighters, but here we go, the team fight is coming up here near the circle area, and Dale manages to get one pick of their Nexus in danger, and Aether main is containing the aggression, and it is translating to advantage after advantage, but they get caught under the third range. This is a danger for Aether main, as Finesse Solid is on point with that timing. That was a nice initiation from the Akai.
And we got LeBron facing up here. Phantom Steed doesn't hit anyone, but will be able to drag out onto Boo. Phantom Execution goes over him. He has a lot of damage. Carl has the deadly magic. Can he dash out? I think he will. That's gonna leave everyone scarred, but not broken.
Yeah, Finesse Solid is coming out on top here. They've already managed to close that gold gap, and they will be looking to further ride on that momentum as they get this crab gold onto the name of Dale. Dale on that Kagura. He really missed that Alice though, so it's going to be interesting how he pilots this Kagura to its full potential.
That's right, because Kagura has the ability to maybe control some of the early game aggression that Aether main is facing up here. It will be so dependent on how well Dale is going to be able to play this out.
Yeah, so Dale already managed to close up 5 levels already. A while ago we noticed that he was stuck at level 2 because of that bullying from Aether main. But right now he is soaring high at level 7, and Crip managed to get a pull, but he doesn't commit. But Levi once again dying to the hands of Aether main.
Top lane kill there for Aether main. It's 4-3 already, and the gold is very, very close. 1,000 gold. Favor of Aether main. Itemization looking really good as well for the carries. Let's see what's gonna happen though, as EJ on the bottom lane receives a lot of punishment from this duo. This lane gonna be the next point of priority.
Yeah, they should concede this bottom lane from now, as Agrok is hard to deal against in a lane. So there was a slight team fight in the middle lane, but I guess both teams have managed to disengage. So now we're seeing Aether main just focusing their attention on the top turret, and they just managed to take that with a 4-man composition.
Yeah, Aether main accelerating the pace of this game by taking all the turrets in their favor. Get the gold, get the global gold in, get the global experience in, and Finesse will probably have a hard time rather to get back. And Aether main, they're threatening here in the mid lane this time around. Everyone in Finesse is kind of scattered around the map.
Yeah, so Finesse Solid is already lagging behind once again in terms of third push. This is something that they need to work something on. I think this is also the effect of Aether main checking properly on that Levi, and EJ gets got out of position there.
Beautiful gameplay again by Finesse, catching Aether main's aggression off guard there. So that's what you want to do. You want to try to take someone out before they can execute the full combo. That's just what they did. Aether main is still looking for a way to break through the armor.
But Carl, he was in danger there, but Kenji with initiation, he's still going for the aggression. Carl gets taken out by Kenji.
And Kenji, a 2v1 scenario there, kind of surprising. They were able to lock it out, and that's pretty impressive. I really like that Finesse is doing a good job answering the kills, but that one was just beautiful to watch. Finesse though, gonna be dove in by that beautiful Phantom Steed, LeBron. Finished it up quite nicely. Good job there.
Changus managed to shine finally in the series. In the first 2 games, he was slightly unimpressive. But right now, he has a 3-0-2 standing. And this is looking bad for Levi, as Aether main is eyeing on him again. So Kenji will be initiating the kill here, but Carlson is ready for the backup, so Kenji will have to disengage.
Can he go for another 2v1 here? I don't think so. Not that confident anymore, despite having a very strong item lead. Another tower goes down for Finesse Solid, gets the goal lead up to 3,500. That's not a laughing matter, although they are almost 9 minutes in the game. Finesse Solid, I have to say, Finesse Solid, I feel like they're just hanging on there.
Yeah, they are hanging indeed, as the gold gap isn't really quite big yet. But Aether main is still on that momentum. Finesse Solid has to put a full stop on that train ride of Aether main. So, let's see if Aether main will be rotating again towards Levi, and yes, Levi gets caught out again. Changu now ahead in 4 kills.
And Changu there doing just the tricks that we want to see from that Harley. Of course, Kenji again in the mid lane, threatening up onto Lex. Lex goes in with a Hurricane Dance. Crip gonna be able to flicker out of there. And the rest of Aether main knocking on the top lane though. We got Finesse trying to defend as much as possible. And Crip, again, leading up the charge. He does have Divine Judgment. Someone is gonna, doesn't have Divine Judgment rather, so someone is gonna be able to pick him off before that goes online. He's level 9. He's probably the softest member for Aether main at this point. Even Changu is just so unkillable on this Harley, man.
Yeah, unkillable indeed. And at the same time, LeBron on that Leomord, he only has 4 assists, 0 kills, 0 deaths. This just means that he has contributed minimally to the team fights, but Kenji just gets catches by Finesse Solid here, and that is a 4-man kill onto Kenji. Just committing 4 people on that just means a lot.
Small mistakes here coming out for Aether main. Can they actually commit more than what they bargained for here? Because you know what? If you're gonna go for kills, you might as well just go all in. They did not do that as well at all. Like, they sacrificed that top lane for nothing. They got nothing out of that trade.
Yeah, but I think the contention is now towards the middle lane and the Lord here, as EJ just going to go on the front lines and just mostly dashing out of there, committing the wild charge for the escape.
Wild charge indeed, because if he got caught with that Hurricane Dance, that would have been a very dead rock. Of course, it will be Finesse Solid still trying to come with answers. They haven't made a really big push yet. No huge pickups as well. No game-changing or game-ending results. I think Aether main knows this. They're starting to play so much more carefully. It slows down the game when they do that.
Oh, Aether main, they have to be careful on this Lord takedown here, as Finesse Solid is in a position to just steal this away from them. So if they, and here we go, Finesse Solid is already moving towards that, but Aether main reacts appropriately here as they reposition themselves around the Lord.
Yeah, and the Lord is gonna be the next point of contention here. Aether main, they try to bait it out by a little bit, but you know, AJ is in a very, very far area on the top lane. I don't know if they want to commit for this fight. It seems like they're setting up.
Yeah, Finesse Solid, if they see that, they just see that just that Django just falls, his first death in the game, and Kenji is in danger, being chased by all 3 from Finesse Solid, and LeBron and Crip will go for a retreat. They're on in full run here. They'll run for their lives. Steedy gets committed, but it will be a defensive one at that. So Finesse Solid's looking to secure further the ground. TJ is attempted to rejoin his teammates, but it was too late. But Aether main, can they translate this into something for their advantage? Dale gets caught here by LeBron, but Dale just managed to just jump out of to safety.
Yep, Finesse still intact. We got 4 members of Aether main here blocking off every entrance path here for the Lord area, and Finesse Solid is trying to just answer up on Aether main. It's kind of funny because Finesse Solid is also kind of slowing down the game so much, and except for Levi though on top lane, and Carl trying to make some assassinations possible. He has immortality, so he's not that afraid to split push.
Yeah, but it's kind of unfortunate that Carl missed on that Thorn Rose. It could have meant the kill on that drop, but looks like they have to continue being patient to this game. So that's what they're showing right now. There's already only 3K network gap between the teams, which is kind of good news for Finesse Solid. So they're still in this match.
Yeah, and then this is going to be a battle for a huge point here. That will be, every point counts at this point, so every battle, every game is going to be so important. Finesse Solid need to clear this out if they want to be able to at least tie it up on the ladder for Aether main. So I really like that they are doing some
Lex
evades.
Lex gets Divine Judgment though, but Boo will be gone, but it's Steed there. It looks like that the initiative is going to start. Carl is just going ham already, and here comes Lex going to fall in the hands.
Double kill.
Carl just continuing the rampage there, and Finesse Solid is looking really, really well in this team fight, and EJ is late to the scene. He will manage to respond, but that won't do good. Levi's in the red. EJ will be going for a full retreat here already, but Boo and Carl will be committing their resources to get this kill, and I don't think EJ's long to this world. But
That's
no,
right.
he still managed to shoot it off, just sticking to the walls, just being immune to the CCs there.
The resilience of the Grok just makes it so hard for Finesse to destroy him. EJ was super duper late to the party though. That should not have been that late. It was a 4v5 for a majority of that fight, and EJ seems to have been caught out here top lane. Getting chased by Carl, will be able to TP out of there. 1.4k criticals on Lancelot, that's what you need, man. You just need some attack speed. I think Carl is roaring to go.
Yeah, Finesse Solid just showing that there's hopes for comebacks for their team. That was not a shaky team fight, but it was a 3-4-2 trade in favor of Finesse Solid. So if they can keep this pacing up and this tempo up for them, they might just get the win.
I think so too, because Aether main, they are slowly lowering the tempo once more, and they're just relegated to just answering whatever Finesse throws at them. That's not really how you should play. I mean, EJ's on the bottom lane trying to cut some creeps, so that I don't think that's enough. I think they should go for the big objective here, go for the Lord, go for the big time push. And they're not doing anything. Finesse has so many wave clear options, so this is just an exercise in futility, man. The more they're drawing out the game, the more that Finesse is actually getting gold from the creep waves.
Yeah, right now Aether main's only hope for a late game is just the Harley, the Leomord, and the Morris, which isn't exactly not, they cannot really go head to head in a very confident or a sure manner against a Lancelot, a Thamus, and a Kagura. So this is something that Finesse Solid would be banking on when it comes to the later stages of the game. So it's still kind of 50-50. It's kind of toss-up, and Finesse Solid is still yet to get a single turret. So once they get that third gold out, once they start pushing, this might be the comeback that they want.
All the gold here for Finesse basically from minions. EJ though gonna be very, very strong in the mid lane, in the bottom lane. But does he know that he is actually running short of backup? Top lane gonna be destroyed. The smooth tricks there by Aether main, using EJ as a huge bait, as a huge bear trap.
Yeah, EJ acted as a huge distraction there. He created space that his teammates needed to just push for that top lane and secure more map control for Aether main. So EJ well played on that, and he acted like though he had his teammates at the back, but it turns out all 4 of his teammates are at the top lane.
Yeah, and here's gonna be another fight though. Phantom Steed onto LeBron. Lex goes in for the Hurricane Dance. They take out Crypto. That's gonna be very bad. Carl on the Phantom Execution. Levi has Deadly Magic. He's not gonna go down anytime soon. Kenji gets a kill. Think he can't get anything else. That's gonna be 1-for-1, but Aether main gonna be walking out there with a smile on their faces. Mission accomplished for
Yeah, Aether main getting a core in exchange for their support. A not so bad trade, and now they have a better chance of just taking this Lord, but they still have to be careful as it's still a 4v4 situation here, and Finesse Solid will be trying to start the steal already away from LeBron and Changgu, but there's still already a fight happening, and EJ just zones away the entire Finesse Solid lineup. So now Aether main is repositioning themselves. Who finds Kenji there, but Kenji being aggressive here, going for the kill on Lex. Maybe he won't be catching up, but looks like he will be settling for the spider monsters for now.
Yeah, I think Finesse is happy with just letting the Lord reset. Cannot let that Lord go to Aether main, or else it will be just so difficult to defend. Carl and Levi secure up those Immortals at the same time. This could be a better fight here for Finesse. I think this is the absolute crucial moment where they really should go for the big fights. They will be a lot safer. They will also be a lot more confident coming into the fight, which is exactly what you need if you want to topple this Aether main powerhouse.
Yeah, the game has been really back and forth in the past few minutes. So it's already approaching the 20-minute mark actually. But EJ is once again in a bottom lane, trying to put some pressure here. He's trying to attract attention once again and forcing Finesse to overextend. So we're seeing movements from Aether main just occupying this jungle area near the between the bottom lane and the middle lane. But looks like Finesse sees it coming and they just regroup here.
And I think Finesse Solid, they just want to just buy time until they see that Aether main's been gone for a long time on the map. And then they will probably start running off to the Lord. I think they're going to do just that right now.
Oh, here comes the team fight already. EJ will be caught out of position. He is in a good position to do a wild shot, but that gets nullified completely already by the Hurricane Dance. It looks like all skills and action is happening already in this team fight. Aether main is coming, looking to be out on top. Because already gets taken out there. At the same time, another one to fall. Only 3 remain on Finesse Solid, and a Spoo will be falling shortly.
Oh man, that's a double kill already for this squad. That is such a bad indicator here. I think they just went a bit overconfident on the plays. Dale gets pulled back in with Divine Judgment. That's going to be ending it for that fight. And I think Finesse Solid might just not be able to defend this one.
Yeah, it's only 2 remaining alive for Finesse Solid. So, but Levi cannot definitely 1v3 this one. So that Aether main is just waiting for the minions to just get them the advantage, and now they're focusing their attention on that Nexus. And all 5 of Aether main here will be just cleaning up the base as Lex and Levi will desperately trying to defend against this onslaught of Aether main, and this could be it. And this is it.
And instead of overcoming the odds, Finesse Solid fall against the power of Aether main here. 2-1 victory. GG, well played.
So the rock, paper, scissors is true, as Aether main fulfills their destiny.
Fulfills the destiny. Apparently true, Good job there for Aether May cleaning that up. LeBron with the 1-0-9, the MVP of that game. It was just, the reason behind that is it's just because Aether May was fighting so tactical. They weren't really collapsing all the time. The fights that they take were so sparse and spaced out that no one's actually dying completely. And Finesse, they were not able to touch towers at all. I think it was only Levi with 1,000 damage on a single turret. And you know what that victory just goes to show? The rotations always matter, and the kills don't. The kills are just secondary.
Yeah, the kills are secondary. And even though the kill count is pretty close, it's kind of sad that Finesse didn't manage to take down a single turret there. But it just goes to show Aether Main's superior draft against their opponent. So they still led with a couple of aggressions there, even though they didn't have the Kagura, and they managed to just keep on checking Levi all throughout the entirety of the game. And then even though they lost the first turtle and it got stolen.
Yep.
They still kept their composure and just approached the later stages of the game with what they have in mind, which is just to play the Aether Main plan.
They also have. I also like the confidence of this team whenever they go up for a split. That funny EJ push there on the bottom lane. I'm gonna have to get a replay of that one. Was so good. Even though, again, I have to reiterate, Aether Main not really perfect in terms of team fights. You can see they lose out against Finesse sometimes. But overall, the victory was just okay. I mean, EJ clearing that up was also kind of funny. But I think the bottom lane push later is the one that counts. For the majority of this fight, Aether Main and Finesse were kind of even. It was really fun to watch them. But the team fights are, when you see the breakdown, EJ is always the one in the front. He gets ignored. He does so much of the damage.
Yeah.
And I kind of expect him to be MVP here, but look at this. Just beautiful collapse better by Aether Main. They're balancing out the damage dealt to the one. I mean, it's like basically fighting against a turret. Remove the one that's being destroyed by the turret. And that's exactly what they did in that team fight. And goes to show the power of it. And you have to remember, top lane was already open at this point. It was so easy for them to just walk up into there with minions in hand and go for the throne push. It is 19 minutes a game. That was a long game. But overall, we do have an Aether Main victory over Finesse Solid.
Yeah, it looks like Finesse Solid will be waiting longer to just grab that number 4 spot. But the MVP of the game, LeBron, even though he's 109, he just stuck around in top lane for a long time. But he was always there when his teammates needed him the most, which is the quality of your side player.
Again, a great offlaner, as they say, did the job that he was tasked to do. Do enough damage, do enough pushing. Level 2 tier 2 turret was on top lane, was actually destroyed very, very fast. So after that rotation, it was just basically LeBron doing the assist all around the map, getting Aether Main again to the 2-1 victory that they have today.
Alright, so that's it for the first series for today. There's still 3 more matches coming up, and coming up right next is, of course, SxC versus ArkAngel OWN.
That's right, you gotta watch out for that one. Again, you have to check out the bracket. Again, big shout out to our legendary sponsor, Smart. This is the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2 Road to the Nationals. We have been your casters for that game. I'm Rockhart.
And I am Zendex.
Do not touch that browser. More Mobile Legends esports action coming your way very shortly. Actually, maganda.
But heroes
have a very good start. They had the momentum, and I'm pretty quite.
Is
And then a
picking.
Claude.
Yeah.
Because you can't give any space or any opportunity for the opposite team to use both of these heroes. So they're like just best friends already, always right there beside them. So I think it's a very good pick here. And also Grok will be picked by ArkAngel OWN, and also the Leomord, of course, well, just like what you mentioned earlier, a very good team fight, a good fighter. Really, we can also consider him as a tank because on how sustainable he is right now, and also plus the chill for Bonchon. I think that's for SxC IMBA.
Your
Yeah,
team is
This will
picking.
definitely be Archie's Leomord. As I mentioned before, he has used the hero 5 times throughout the season.
Wow.
This is his most spammed hero in the league right
Wow.
now. And Lusty on the other hand will be getting his Grok. He has 6 games at his name already, and Gushan will
team
be
is
picked
picking.
up by ArkAngel OWN. This is definitely CKTDs.
Yeah, CKTDs, of course. And well, just like what I mentioned earlier, man, the plays from CKTD using the Gushan is really spectacular. But looking at SxC IMBA pick here, this is the second picking phase for SxC IMBA. So they have already shown their carry, their core hero, a little bit of sustain, and also catch from Cho, but this will be their option there. Well, Akai is still available for the hero pool. Not sure if they will pick it. Yep, they will.
Your
That will
team
be a
is
Lancelot
picking.
plus Akaya. So Akai is still open.
Yeah, so Akai will be picked up shortly by ArkAngel OWN here. As you can notice that Carbonara just proceeded to just get the Harley away from the hands of Dexter.
Yeah.
And then they responded appropriately with just the Lancelot, which is actually Lambot's hero of choice, as well as and just resorting to the Kaya pick. This is also one that they should settle for, since Fusaken will look into just picking maybe the Akai for now.
The Akai, yeah. I think Akai is a really good hero, also to counter Kaya.
Your
just in
team
case
is
that
picking.
there's a possibility, or there's an opportunity rather, for SxC IMBA to pick off any of these heroes. So if, for example, if Kaya picked up Gushan unexpectedly, and then Akai can just jump in, at least remove those mobility, or those skills rather, from Honda to escape and also pull any one of the ArkAngel OWN's heroes. So I think it's also a very good pick here. Aldo has also been picked by ArkAngel OWN, so they have that global presence that they can easily take any ganks and also assist if ever it is necessary for Aldo to join the fight.
Yeah, with that Aldo pick, looks like I think I will be favoring ArkAngel OWN when it comes to this draft. But SNC, once again, they have the signature Karina out on the field. SNC is really known to be using this hero, this Haji's Karina. He has used this hero 4 times already. He usually prefers this over heroes like Harley, Lancelot, and Alice.
Yeah.
So this will play out interestingly against ArkAngel OWN, but we will see how ArkAngel OWN responds into the game.
Yeah, man, and I'm really excited to see who will win our Game 1 in the Best of 3 series. Will it be SxC IMBA or ArkAngel OWN? But you mentioned earlier that you were in favor of ArkAngel OWN based on the draft and also based on the statistics, on the statistics that we currently have right here. But I also like the draft of SxC IMBA. They have a lot of pickoff. They have Kaya. They also have Cho. Those two heroes are really good separating any individual heroes from the rest of the team, and that will be a good opportunity for SxC IMBA to go on the backside and at least remove the core heroes if ever there's any possibility to do so. But based on the draft, there's a big possibility that they can.
Yeah, but ArkAngel OWN, they have the proper counter initiation there in the form of both Akai and Grok. So they can respond accordingly, or they can just turn the tables around each time they get initiated upon. And now we're going to the game. This is game number 1 between ArkAngel OWN and SNC. And it looks like it will be opening up standard.
Yep, so I'll go ahead and introduce the team from ArkAngel OWN. We have Lembot on the Aldos, Fusaken on Akai, Carbonara on the Harley, CKTD of course on the Gushan, and Lusty for the Grok.
For the side of SNC, we have Archie on the Lancelot, Bonchon on the Kaya, Dexter on the Leomord and Honda, Joe on the Joe, and Haji on the Karina. So this is actually already a deviation from how SNC usually plays, as Archie settling for the Lancelot. And now we're seeing an engagement here, and Honda is going to be picked up by CKTD already. But Dexter going to respond here. They will try to salvage the situation. Lusty is in the red, but looks like Haji is also going to fall. 2 kills already into the name of ArkAngel OWN. And can they get away from this? And Carbonara just dishing out huge amounts of damage.
One
This
more
will be the
attack.
4th kill. And this
Oh
first
my
team
goodness.
fight, this would be huge.
Carbonara with a double kill, and you see how they respond from that small skirmish from SxC Imbalance. You see how awesome they are. They're really active when it comes to these small skirmishes, making sure that SxC Imbalance will not get anything. I mean anything from that small skirmish. 4-0 for the first few minutes of the game.
Yeah, that also that HP management from all the players on the side of ArkAngel OWN. They just have the proper movements to react and not die right out on the SNC's skills here. But looks like ArkAngel OWN, they'll be running this huge advantage. They are already up ahead 4-0 in the almost 2-minute mark.
Yeah,
so
man.
SNC will be playing at the back foot in the first few minutes.
That's true. And looking at the net worth right now, man, almost 2K net worth lead.
Turtle
for the first few
resurrecting
minutes. It's really
soon.
big. If you're going to play a draft, or rather a play style, which is like a shark type hero, or rather a shark play style, you need to go in. You need to get you need to be ahead, and you need to stay ahead. And I think that's one of the plays that they can do right now for ArkAngel OWN. And you can see, based on the positioning, Akai and Harley is always there. They're looking for a pick off or any single enemy hero from SxC Imbalance to pick it off. But they have the advantage. They have the bush advantage. Nice out.
Chase
from
Fate gets
Harley.
committed onto the Haji, but he doesn't engage. He just prioritizes the turtle already. It looks like SNC is in no position to just
Perfect.
take this turtle, and Carbonara just secures the turtle for his team.
Oh my goodness, Carbonara, they're not done yet. Deadly Magic is there. Haji almost going down, but I'm sure he will go down. Honda on the brink of his death, trying to run away, and he will be stopped by CKTG. And that's a double kill, or rather 2 kills on the side of ArkAngel OWN. 6-0, 3K net worth lead. ArkAngel OWN, man.
This super aggressive style of
Yeah.
ArkAngel OWN, this is what they showed yesterday to White Rascals, and looks like they will be looking for a repeat on that performance. SNC, they have to re-establish their footing here, or else they might not just get a kill here.
Yeah, well that's the problem, because as you can see, based on the positioning of AAO or ArkAngel OWN, they're not giving any space, even for this Lancelot, to at least go near on the tier 1 turret on the top lane. And also the rest of SxC Imbalance is just rotating. SxC looking for a nice kill here. Carbonara will be caught. Oh my goodness, he will be brought down. Karina will be the one who's going to take that kill right there. While the top lane, rather, there's a small disengagement since they knew that they've already been picked off, and Carbonara is a very fragile hero. But looking about that, Fusaken using his ultimate there, but Lancelot can easily escape.
Yeah, that kill on Carbonara is what they need the most, especially having it onto Haji, since Haji will be needing a lot of farm as they approach the middle stage of the game. But 2 members of ArkAngel OWN get surrounded by SNC here, and Lusty will get focused down. Grok is not near a wall, but he managed to just wild charge out of that, and even a wall off to seal it.
Since they've already committed a lot, well, in the bottom lane, I think that wild charge right there is really okay. I think it's okay for them to disengage and also make sure that the time of SxC Imbalance has been waiting for that small rotation. So that's a little space, or that's I think a lot of space given for Aldo to get his next item.
Yeah, but the top lane not looking very good here as it's been pushed all the way towards the tier 2 turret.
Turtle
But
resurrecting
SNC, they're
soon.
trying to regain their ground. They're just maximizing their efficiency when it comes to sweeping this jungle monsters, but ArkAngel OWN, they're already grouping up as the second turtle has already spawned.
Yeah, and the next objective will be the turtle, so we might see all heroes here, except for Aldo, of course, since he do have the global presence for his ultimate. But looking at the position here, both teams are just waiting for someone to make any mistake. And the Grok wall from Lusty will start it off, but again, they will try to wrap around. Fusaken also in the bottom lane here. Top lane turret has been destroyed by Aldo. Rather, here comes the ultimate. Bonchon needs to run away. He will pull Fusaken. Fusaken way too deep. He will be forced to use his ultimate. 4 heroes dead, or rather 5 heroes are there. Lusty might be the next one to go down. I think he will. And here comes the rest of AAO. CKTG. He will force to go back, and also Carbonara, since the damage
Initiate
is done.
retreat.
This is a little bit of advantage for SxC Imbalance. They're not enough. I think they can try to take down the turtle, but unfortunately CKTG is also there. Honda will be flickering out, but will he hit it? No, the first kill will not hit, so there will be no follow-up. What a nice try from ArkAngel OWN, but as you can see, Archie will just defend on the top lane.
Alright, so SNC Imbalance, they managed to salvage that moment there, and they managed to get 2 kills in a row.
Yep.
But there was a major hesitation coming out from Lembot there. He casted the Chase Fate, but he didn't really commit towards it. They prioritized taking up the third there, but I don't think that's worth it though.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it's really not that worth it, but then again, it's just like how many things you can get from this disadvantage that we currently have right now. So everything count. Maybe well, you're in a slight advantage, rather 4K advantage right now, but every single thing counts. As you can see, the positioning of ArkAngel OWN, they're just getting everything, even the jungle area of SxC IMBA. So I think it's, I do agree, but yeah, everything is really working in every small details. Oh my goodness, again, the Hurricane Dance from the top lane, pushing back SxC, but here comes the turnaround. Haji lurking in, looking for Fuzak and nice Grok wall, and also the Thorn Rose from the Lancelot. Archie, oh my goodness, Lancelot is also there. Double kill for Leomord. 2-for-1 exchange. Again, some of these small favors, so this small advantage that they can take from every situation. SxC IMBA, they still can win this.
But ArkAngel OWN is good silence on the pick off on Dexter. And then ArkAngel OWN, they have to just reestablish their momentum a while ago. As we can see, it's starting to show that they're faltering around. It's starting to crumble for them. Yeah. And now Lembot shifts his attention to the bottom lane. He has nothing else to do in the top lane.
Yeah,
but
he already took the two turrets in the top lane. So
yeah, the chase fate on Lembot as well, just keeping tabs on the positioning of all players of SNC. There's one advantage of just picking up the Aldo. You always often already know where your opponents will be coming from. So the first Lord will be spawning shortly. Will there be a contest in here? But Honda is going in. He finds 5 for ArkAngel OWN, so he decides correctly. He just managed to retreat, and they concede this middle turret.
At least that's a middle turret. Well, nice escape as well. You need to respect the capability of the other team on how well they can burst you out. So at least it's a safety precaution for SxC IMBA, since they're all in the middle lane. Give the tier 1 tower. Look for any opportunity to go in, but there's no opportunity given, since all the positioning of the positioning of ArkAngel OWN is really that close to perfect, just to take down this tier 1 tower, every small objective.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that Grok is going to be like first ban material already, as we're already seeing a lot of teams utilizing the Grok at its full potential. The team that usually use the Grok is dictates the pace of the game, and it's always unwise to go up against a Grok in the jungle area. So there's something that SNC will have to play at a disadvantage of. And there's the Lord available already. No attempts of takes it up. But SNC grouping up here in the middle lane. ArkAngel OWN is just prepared though. Honda, will he go for the initiate? Just set us for the minions for now.
Yeah, and he knew that there's someone on that side of the bush, so he doesn't want to overcommit. Just try to take every goal that he can get from that wave right there. But we're looking at the Lord here. Lord is just taking a lot of damage from Lembot. It's just 1 versus 1. Honda will kick out Lembot, but they did not expect those 3 heroes there. 4 make that 4 bunch, and on the run, he will go down. CKTD, another kill here. Fuzak with a nice jump. Honda trying to run away though, but he will be easily taken out by Honda. Honda also well trying to run away. Here comes Lembot with a fist. 1 more hit, and Gushian will be the ones going to secure that 10-5 with that small bait from the Lord area.
That was the biggest Lord bait I've seen so far in the league.
Yeah.
Only Lembot just mowing away on the Lord, while one of his teammates just waiting in the bush.
Oh my goodness, this is the Lord, the first Lord of the game. 10-5 at the moment. We have 19 advantage lead for ArkAngel OWN, and they're really occupying all the space. Even the jungle area of SxC IMBA now. That's how strong they currently are right now. So they need to check if ever there's any opportunity for them to turn this around for SxC IMBA.
Yes, and see, they have no room for further mistakes here. It's a 10k gold difference, and the Lord has spawned, and CKDD just bowing around on Haji. That was quick work here, and Fuz again will go for the initiate to just pressure further onto SNC as the rest of the team just pushes on the top lane. Steed gets called up by Dexter, but Bonchan gets focused down with lots of damage from Carbonara.
Oh my goodness, man. The damage as well for Carbonara. Speaking about Carbonara right here, man. The amount of burst that you currently have right now, the death magic, or the deadly magic, able to separate that. Honda trying to run away, even CKTD is also there. Okay, he will be punished going inside way too deep. I mean, even Carbonara, I think, rather not. CKTD with that nasty damage. Bonja will be taken out. Nice flicker as well from CKTD. He will go in back. Oh, Haji with a nice skill right there, taking down the life of CKTD. But however, the throne will be taken out by ArkAngel OWN. Game 1 against SxC IMBA. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, the better draft just translated into a win. So this SNC, they have to regroup going to game number 2. are currently now in a losing streak. So this would hit hard when it comes to morale.
Oh my goodness, man! But well, I think every single time that I've experienced that one, in my own perspective, I always take a little bit of rest. I think 2 minutes rest, and then try to reset. Try to remove, or just try to think of it as a 1v1 game, or rather a best of one game where you need to step up. You need to do every single thing that you need to do. And as you can see here, based on the stats, we have Dexter with 100% building damage. I think he's the only one who took down the towers.
There was no turrets has fallen in that game, as actually the only Dexter just putting slight damage on the tower. 900 damage isn't really big. It's only just a couple of hits. So the ArkAngel OWN is just dictating the pace of the game. This super aggressive style being led by Carbonara and CKTD has been putting wonders on this team. Remember, Carbonara is the current best mage player in the league right now with the highest damage average. He just managed to land all those skills properly. Indeed. And, well, look, we're looking at the highlights right now. This is the first fight earlier, just the first minute of the game. The ArkAngel OWN is just ransacking all this small skirmish right here, taking down 4 heroes from that single minute right there. Yeah, ArkAngel, like barbarians rampaging on a farm. And SxC has little to do to just defend against that. And ArkAngel OWN just rode on that advantage that they had in the early game, and it just translated to team fight, winning team fight after team fight. And we can just see Honda just desperately running away from that. SxC.
Well, I really thought that from that fight they had that timing that they can abuse. Where it's all about just the emotional rather. Oh, alright. So we caught you. We will punish you, and then from that point, use it to at least gain some confidence that you need to adjust or you can do something about from that moment. So I think it's just SxC Imbalance really, or rather ArkAngel OWN is just occupying all the slots or even all the farm from the map and not giving any resources at all from SxC Imbalance. Alright, so going to game number 2, I think they really have to rethink banning the Claude. I'm starting to think that the Claude ban is starting to be not worth it anymore. I think you have to prioritize maybe banning the Leomord or banning the Gushon, or a better alternative, really. Like, you can just play around the Claude. Yeah. Just play around the Claude, but again, still marksman is a marksman. They need to farm fast. But I think they can adjust their play style, in my opinion, for them to pull it off successfully. But looking at the screen right now, we have our MVP of the game, CKTD, again, for the Gushon. 815 with 47,697 damage dealt. So yeah, CKTD showing that this is one of his signature heroes. He has this actually compared to his large hero pool. This is the hero that he has used the most. I think that's his main hero, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I think with that kind of performance, I'm sure that the CKTD, or rather Gushon, is his main hero. Well, again, but we're looking at SxC Imbalance right here. Still, as you can see, nothing much have changed from their reactions. They're thinking about it. They're still serious. Their head is really on the game right now. They're thinking about what to do next, what to pick next on the side of ArkAngel OWN. They need to capitalize on this small advantage that they currently have right now on this best of 3 series. And SxC Imbalance, as you can see, the reactions right there, they're having difficulties, or they need to find out what is the key to victory. Yeah, they're trying to have a good read onto ArkAngel OWN, but the thing is, they can only predict the hero that Lambot and Carbonara would use. CKTD is a whole different case. His hero pool is as big as Dexter's. Oh my goodness. So again, guys, I can't say anything about the game earlier. It's just fantastic play, and we're on our second game. Our best of 3 series. ArkAngel OWN is going into the series ahead 1-0 with a super aggressive style that I really like on them. And SxC is now showing a difference on the bans. They're now banning out the Leomord, but ArkAngel OWN will be comfortable just going for the default Harith Claude ban, I think. Yep. With that Harith ban, of course, you know, every single time that I'm playing Mobile Legends on my bracket, it's always Harith, then Claude. And then the first ban is either Leomord or Grok, and then Alice afterwards. So I think, well, the Grok is still open right here. Just like what you mentioned earlier, there's a big possibility that they need to remove either Gushon, Grok from the pool itself. But sure, Alice, there we go.
Your team is
banned. I kind of disagree with the Alice ban there. ArkAngel OWN is not really well known on utilizing an Alice, as they favor all those flashy, fast-paced style of play here, as we saw in their previous 3 games already. In this game 1, super aggressive. In their series yesterday against White Rascals, same pattern, super aggressive, flashy style. So I think this Alice ban is kind of wasted here.
Yeah, well, I think they're have a draft, or they have well, some of the heroes that they have in mind that Alice might be
Your
a good
team
counter
is
for it.
picking.
But I'm looking at, again, as usual, we have rather another ban here on the side of ArkAngel OWN. So Archie, just like earlier,
Your
first
team
pick
is
Grok.
picking.
Yeah, so they managed to get the Grok away from ArkAngel OWN this time, but ArkAngel OWN, they with their super aggressive style, I think they just proceeded to first pick the Harley.
Yeah, they just want to secure it. Just Harley pick right here from ArkAngel OWN, since Carbonara also made a very good
Your
play
team
earlier
is
with
picking.
the amount of burst damage that they currently dished out. I think Lembot, or rather Carbonara, I think I'm very much sure Carbonara was going to use it, right? That momentum that they currently have right now.
It can
Well,
be
he can
Lembot.
use it.
It can be
He
Lembot
can
on
also
Harley,
Lembot as
but
well.
I think they want to prioritize Carbonara on this one. SxC Imbalance is not one of the teams that you can really just easily defeat from a bad start. So they want all the advantage they can get. So they want to play on the strengths. And then we're now seeing SxC Imbalance stealing another pick from the previous game, going for the goose shot.
Gushin now. Okay.
Your
so
team is
you
picking.
won the game earlier using the Gushin, and then let's try. I think this is the adjustment that they've done for this game. I think okay. So you, of course, you will we'll pick Gushin ourselves, and then we will try to win this. Well, we've known how to play this hero. We also have a very good catch from Bonchon, rather from with the Kaya, and also a good crowd control from Archie. They can also follow it up with a good Akai, so the Rock Wall plus the Hurricane Dance is also a good combination. In favor of, or rather in favor of SxC balance to counter out them.
Your
This
team
very
is
good
picking.
for them to hit that Hurricane Dance.
Yeah, but right now ArkAngel OWN is just stacking damage
Yep.
really high there. They now have a Kari and a Lancelot. That's a lot of damage coming from their way. But SNC, they're looking to respond with a Clint.
Okay.
No, it will be a Hellcurt.
Okay, Hellcurt, and then
I doubt this is a Clint.
okay, they're not locking it in, but I want to see
Oh, they
this
lock it
game.
in!
Oh, okay,
Your
okay, this is
team
quite
is
unusual.
picking.
But let's see how SxC Imbalance will play this out. But well, also adding to what you mentioned earlier, ArkAngel OWN, they have a lot of damage when it comes to physical damage, magical damage. The burst potential as well is there. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this Clint pick by SxC Imbalance?
I am speechless. I have no idea what can they do with this Clint. Haji just loves these weird hero pickups from the draft. So the Grok, Kaya, Gushin, and Hellcurt, yeah, those are normal meta picks, but I'm super interested in how this Clint will work.
So I'm sure that you're excited to watch, or rather to cast this game with the Clint play here from SxC Imbalance. All right, here we go. Let's look at the draft. Again, well, we've seen the draft earlier, by the way. So again, I'm really surprised with that Clint pick. I'm sure that you're also surprised as well. And okay, how would you imagine this first 5 minutes of SxC Imbalance with the Clint?
Super hard.
It's really difficult since they have a lot of bursts from ArkAngel OWN.
Because we're expecting no less in this game number 2. Like ArkAngel OWN will still continue to show the super aggressive styles. Not a Clint player would really want.
Yeah.
He has limited mobility. He has limited damage when it comes to the early stages of the game. So this is looking really scary. But if SNC managed to make this work, this might be a game changer in a meta game.
Yeah, well, we've seen Diggy first, if I'm not mistaken, first played, I think that was twice or the first time that Diggy got played yesterday. And I've seen a lot of teams also adjusting from that pick. They saw that Diggy is really good when it comes to catching heroes, crowd control, team fight oriented hero. So I think this Clint pick, if they are able to pull it off successfully, we might see a lot of Clint pick in future games. Or series, rather.
Yeah, Clint is kind of close to heart for me because instead of me spamming the it was me spamming Clint in my first few matches.
That's
and then I just bought an Alice and then spammed that instead.
I see. So I think that's one of the reasons why you're really surprised. And
Yeah.
You want to see this game that we have right here. So a Clint user here, everybody, our caster as well as Zendex. And
I don't spam it anymore though.
You won't. Okay.
I don't.
So you
I advise
spam
against using
anymore.
it in high leagues.
So I think that was since the recent patch changes. I think Clint really fell off from the changes as well. And there's a lot of buffed heroes rather that you can pick from, or rather that you can pick for them to at least check out what is really suitable for this pick right here.
Alright, so we're now going into game number 2 between SNC and ArkAngel OWN. And we're now seeing a standard opening from both. No, ArkAngel OWN will be attempting for a super aggressive movement already.
Indeed.
And they're now camping in this middle bush.
They can try to steal the blue buff rather from SxC IMBA, but while that is happening, let's go ahead and introduce our players here from SxC IMBA. On the blue side, we have Archie and Gushen, Bonchon, Kaya, Dexter on the Hellcurt, Honda on the Grok, and Haji on the Clint.
And ArkAngel OWN, Lembot on the carry, Fuzaken on the Akai, Carbonara on the Harley, CKDD on the Lancelot, and Lusty on the Show. So the formula is still here. The ArkAngel OWN formula is still here. They have the threat from the first minute mark to just go into the enemy jungle and start getting kills.
Yeah.
But SNC, they might have a better read here. They're now going into Carbonara here. They just want the Crab Gold. Carbonara he can try to steal this one. He does! Right under the noses of SNC. Carbonara, well played. Space escapes back to the bush, and Haji just beside him.
And Haji's just waiting for Carbonara, or rather for Harley, to go back to the hat right there. But we might see a small skirmish here in the bottom lane. 4 here has been committed by AAO. And again, Kaya able to successfully run away. Dexter might be the next target. And again, the first blood on the side of ArkAngel OWN, using the Thorned Rose just to secure that kill over there. And I'm thinking they're not going to stop right now, since 3 heroes are there. Honda as well, with a nice block, but it's not that good in my opinion.
Yeah,
since he tossed it way too far. If he can just line the wall, I think they can catch him.
Yeah, the Guardian's Barrier not really blocking this, since all 3 players of ArkAngel OWN just simply jump over it like a cow.
Yeah, just like a cow, or rather a sheep is limping. Oh my goodness, I get another revenge kill here for Archie, taking down CKTD and Lancelot. And well, you need to make all of those small pickups,
yeah,
especially once you get to level 4.
There's already a better start for SNC compared to game number 1. In game number 1, it was disastrous. Like, it was 6-0 in the early stage of the game. So right now, they have already posted a kill on their name, and it was also on CKTD. This was surely slow his Lancelot progress down, and there's already a team fight. Lusty gets pulled out, and Dexter just finishes him off. Fuzaken will be next. It's Akaya. It's behind Tanky. Silence from the Hellcurt. And they will be going for it. They are committing. They want the death on Fuzaken, but Fuzaken just manages a 1000-pounder out from there. And Dexter's in the red. He's in danger. Carbonara is in the scene. And Hellcurt just falls down to the hands of that damage dealer.
Well, they tried to block the path. However, this carry is already committing from that from that fight right here. And Haji's just went down in the middle lane trying to clear those creep waves. So they're
request backup.
Rather, they know how strong they are right now when it comes to draft. So I think that's one of the reasons why they're already grouping up, and also they've taken the turtle earlier on the bottom lane.
Oh, is Carbonara going for the steal again? He fails this time, but just managed to now escape from that. Lusty goes in. Honda is surrounded here, but Honda is safe as he's beside the wall. And Bonchan ready for the backup, and ArkAngel OWN just disengages for now.
Yep, he will just disengage while Carbonara rather is just farming for the blue buff, and also taking this opportunity for him to get that item, or at least the light construction should be good for Carbonara to get at least to get that massive full magic attack first, especially on top of the death magic. So I think one more level, or at least one more item, they can start this 5-man group up from ArkAngel.
Yeah, but Honda's now surrounded. Lusty and Carbonara will be trying to go for this one. I guess not. It's a turret. It's a Grok. It's hard to just dive in. But no, Fuzaken has other things in mind. Gets pulled out by Bonchan in the turret range. Fuzaken's approaching in the red health. But Haji will get focused down by the Thorned Rose. CKTD laying down the ownage.
That Hurricane Dance from Akai, holding down Haji, and it's not giving us any opportunity. I really thought that it's just or that the lockdown from the Hurricane Dance will not clip him. But unfortunately, it did cancel him. He's not unable to move.
Destroyed a turret!
He can just use a Thorned Rose to secure that kill on the side of Lancelot.
Yeah, that is the advantage of using
Turtle
Akaya
resurrecting
against
soon.
Akai. So that's why you usually see teams drafting both of these heroes at the lineup. but now Lusty goes for the combo onto
Bonchon.
Bonchon. He's in the red. Carbona will be finishing him off really easily here. And Lusty just gets a kill there. Fusa in the red, gets swept up by Archie. And Honda just desperately trying to defend and maintain their ground here. And Archie is now in the front lines. Lusty, Carbonara, and Sikididi will be trying to mow down this turtle here despite the presence of SNC. Hellkurt goes for Dark Knight Falls. Silence on Sikididi. He still managed to escape though. But Archie, he fails to catch up. Honda, he's trying to zone away the remaining members of ArkAngel OWN.
And they will also secure the turtle on the side of SxC IMBA. And also, what a nice pushback from the SxC IMBA there, forcing the rest of ArkAngel OWN to at least separate. Run away, we will secure this this turtle, or you will be punished. You see, almost Lusty's just ample or a little bit of health right there from getting killed. So, nice that at least taking advantage of the situation, the side of SxC IMBA.
Oh, looks like they're doing it with this Clint draft. It looks like the role of Clint here is akin to the role of an Aldo, a Leomord, or a Martis, as he's just sticking in here in the bottom lane, just farming the hell out of this lane. And he hasn't helped in previous team fights yet. He's just yet to put that contribution there. So I think they can just make this work.
Yeah, I really think since SxC IMBA, if you're going to play a marksman draft, you really need to give a lot of space for Clint to get that item. And I think for this first 6 minutes of the match, even though they're behind by a little bit of 3k, there's still a chance for this Clint to get those items and also at least help out on the next skirmishes or rather the next team fight.
Oh, yeah, but here we're seeing Carbonara and Lusty is now eyeing their eyes on Haji, and looks like Haji is in danger. He's far from his turret. Now he's going for the retreat. And as we're already seeing Carbonara just blinking in there, but and then Cho as well. At the same time, Dark Knight Falls gets committed. And it looks like, yeah, and there we go. Carbonara falls to the hands of Bonchon in the bottom lane. Lembot falls down to Dexter, and Fusaken will be following him, but he's back up with KDD. Picking up Dexter there. Honda is all alone, and he's remaining. He's far from the wall. He has to go back to the turret, and he does.
And they won't need to go dive into the tier 2 turret there in the top lane. Instead, they can destroy it and then go back in. No, I'm not sure. So they'll just settle for that objective.
Yeah, ArkAngel OWN is just nullifying all the benefits that SNC has been gaining in the first few minutes, and ArkAngel OWN just sealing away SNC from an opportunity to contest this game.
And
so,
the
Lord is up. SNC, they might want. No, they are not in a position to do that. ArkAngel OWN, Carbonara is still aggressively roaming around.
Yep.
And yeah, that's three SNC heroes there. I think ArkAngel OWN, they know. So Carbonara, he sees Honda going for him, just weighs on a poker trick. Carbonara gets walled off though, but looks like here comes a dive from Lusty and Fusak, and Archie is in the, he has to flicker out.
And also the Hurricane Dance has been committed already, so SxC IMBA, they can play this around. However, it's always the space. Always space for Haji to farm. As you can see, there's Haji is just farming his way, and while the rest of SxC IMBA you're just trying to defend the turtle, or rather the Lord, away from ArkAngel OWN. And ArkAngel OWN, they knew that that this play that is being done by SxC IMBA, they knew how to do it. They will try to at least go in, and also while I thought Bonchon also gonna get picked off. Akai was going to take that kill, and also Carbonara. What a slaughter! 2-for-1 exchange, and all the top lane turret has been destroyed.
Carbonara just going full aggro in this game. Doesn't care if he gets killed by the rock. We just saw a while ago Bonchon saving that buff from ArkAngel OWN, but he had to pay for his life. So ArkAngel OWN extends their lead. It's now in a 5k gold, and I missed that laugh.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you will miss that while playing as the Clint. I think how many games have you played with
I played Clint until I reached Master, and then I realized that it's not really a good pick overall if you're trying to solo your way to the ladder. So here, that's why we're seeing here, it's kind of weird why they decide to go for the Clint instead of a hero like Aldo maybe? It's so weird, this Clint pickup.
It's weird indeed, and looking at the screen right here, we have ArkAngel OWN trying to take down the Lord.
Oh, Joe with the check already.
SxC IMBA.
Shut down.
Oh, again, the nice catch here. Lusty, alright. One hero down. Honda just trying to block. What a perfect block right there. But they can still squeeze on that left side of that space. However, ArkAngel OWN and also SxC IMBA stopping the current momentum of ArkAngel OWN, trying to storm in front from the bush, or coming from the brush from the middle lane to at least contest the pull the Lord away from ArkAngel.
Yeah, SNC's presence of a threat there stopped ArkAngel only on their Lord session. So, but ArkAngel, they can easily just resume getting the Lord after they get the key pickups they need. So now they're eyeing on Haji once again. Haji just flickers out, but here comes Bonchon. Lusty who wants Bonchon instead. Well, Haji will just having free hit from the side. Here comes his team. It's on the backup. Fusagan is in the red. He will get picked up, but gets to jump out to safety as Lusty is still in that area.
Double kill.
Lembot is just spinning light wheels all over there, and he gets the pick off.
And also with that amount of disable that they currently have for ArkAngel OWN, that's one of the best opportunity, or the best scenario rather, if you're playing as a carry hero. You will get those double kills, also secure the Lord, and I think ArkAngel OWN, they can just wait for SxC IMBA already, the Lord, to storm front, and they can just end the game from that, in my opinion, rather from the side of, or rather from the performance, or rather the things that we're currently looking at right now on the screen.
Yeah, SNC only has the Grok for counter initiation, with the assistance from Kaya maybe. So a steamrolling ArkAngel OWN lineup going their way might be bad news for them, but they have to be prepared. They have no choice but to defend against this. And Lusty going aggressive there, leading the way for Carbonara and Fusagan. Just waiting for SNC Bans to just overextend and commit more mistakes so they can just exploit further and get closer to the victory.
I agree. And we're looking at the positioning, especially what happened earlier. Lusty is just looking for a lone hero on the side of SxC IMBA, and here comes the initiation. Fusagan trying to go in. Honda, rather, he will absorb the damage from the magic and the nice wall separating Fusagan from the rest of his team. And ArkAngel OWN, here comes the Lord. They can take advantage of this. They can try to siege the tier 1, go up front. Fusagan with a nice 2-man hurricane dance. Oh my goodness, it is the Lord that is also there. The immortality will keep him alive for a little bit more. And the rest of ArkAngel OWN with the Lancelot ripping down 2 heroes, taking the double kill, and also the Lord still alive. And ArkAngel OWN, who's gonna stop them from taking down this throne? Oh my!
ArkAngel OWN is just taking that series in a super convincingly manner.
Indeed.
Super aggressive style. I like the way they play. I hope they manage to get all the way to the playoffs and go far in it.
Just storm the front lines, look for any pick-offs, just separating the rest of SxC from the rest of the team, and I think you really deserve this MVP right here.
All right, so unfortunate for SNC, the Clint didn't pay off that much.
Yeah.
This was a strange draft that they had. I think this was a prepared strategy. It's just that it didn't materialize in this game. I think it's not really prepared against a super aggressive playstyle. As ArkAngel OWN, they're just they're just really good at doing this. Just go in, get the kill, get the turret, farm a bit, find a kill, and then maybe go for objective. I don't know, maybe go for more kills.
Yeah, well, they've tried. I can see that they are trying to to pull off this Clint pick from SxC IMBA, but it's just ArkAngel OWN, man. Their current playstyle, run and gun. You're ahead, stay ahead, take all of the objectives as many as they can. Even the Lord, or I think the Turtle, the only time that SxC IMBA got that small advantage where they are able to take the Turtle around for the first 3 or 5 minutes of the game. But this ArkAngel OWN, as you can see, when the Lord storm fronts the tier 3 turret with a nice jump in from Fusagan, locking down 2 enemy heroes from SxC IMBA, and that's a lot of opening for Lancelot to at least dish out and also destroy this tier 3 turret on the top lane, and that's it. There's no other way that SxC IMBA can defend this. 22 more seconds for Archie, 20 seconds for Bonchon. Dexter is just Honda, and you can't defend for a Grok, even though you have the wall. You can't defend this throne rather from 4 heroes, and again, the MVP of the game.
Yeah. So Honda with a Grok, he can hug the wall as much as he can, but it's not enough to defend against an onslaught from ArkAngel OWN. So Lusty was the key there in that game for them to just do just that. So if you want to initiate a lot, Joe is one of the best choices in the game.
Indeed, and as you can see, damage received with 51,821. So. Well, the damage dealt, of course, it's always there. But the damage received, how much he tanked on that game right there, and I think Lusty indeed just serves the platter, or rather the winning blow against SxC IMBA.
Alright, so that is our second series for today. We have 2 more coming your way. But let us thank first our sponsor for bringing to you the MPL Season 2 Road to Nationals. We would like to thank our legendary sponsors, Smart.
And of course, I think we will have a little break, and then we will have our third series for tonight. We will always keep you updated right there. And also, the Facebook gifts. By the way, I almost forget to tell them that you will have a chance to claim a treasure from MPL officially if your Facebook account is linked in your mobile or in your Mobile Legends application or your game. Just watch the stream for at least approximately 5 minutes. You will see a screen that you can claim the treasure, and you will get it within at least 5 to 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And that's don't forget to support and also share this the stream to all of your friends. And yeah, we will have a little break. And again, we are your casters. I'm TDZ.
And I'm Zendex.
And we'll be right back for another action, another series. You're watching the MPL Season 2, Road to the Nationals. We'll be right back.
Legendary! Double kill! Chase me! Legendary!
Muscle of iron, bones of steel. No pain, no gain. Muscle of iron, bones of steel. Muscle of iron, legends never surrender.
Godlike!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Everyone watching on stream right now, and I think it's good that Cignal Ultra actually bought them to that one. I think Happyfeet banning out the Grok was like, haha, good job on banning that out. We're gonna take out 2 of the bigger tanks in this game, aside from Leomord, and let's see what you're gonna pick up on the last slot. But for the meantime though, Famous and Gushan, good job on the pickings. I really like the aggression here. I can sense a lot of early game fights gonna happen sometime soon. Double mage setup here for Cignal though. That's gonna be a Harley and a Kagura. There we go. Ooh, not bad. I would love to see this. But yeah,
I think it's also it's a very good Lolita game here. They need a good crowd control from the Dominion Blast, and that should be enough time for them to go in and also abuse the ultimate of Claude for them to make a much more favorable team fight on the side of Happyfeet. But well, with this kind of composition, I think if they can pull it off, they have a very big chance to win this game against Cignal Ultra.
I have to agree, because again, this composition from Happyfeet is a composition that looks like it wants to go fast really early. Like even before level 4, you should be able to get assassinations with Tuyon, with YB420, and a lot of long stunts as well with the Lolita. So on the left side though, they have to wait for level 4, or actually level 4 onwards, because you know what, Leomord doesn't really go online between level 6 and 7, where you already have the Bloodlust Axe or the Blade of Despair, so you can make the assassinations possible.
And it really depends on the rotations. On the first 3 minutes, I think that should be enough. The first 3 minutes of the game, with the amount of rotation that they had, also they need to apply a lot of pressure for the core hero, especially for Leomord.
That's right.
Leomord is one of those heroes who's really unstoppable when it comes to team fight, with that 30% passive as well, or mechanic, which can really rip down this composition.
Yeah, instant critical, great synergy with Blade of Despair.
Yeah.
Adds percent damage to low HP heroes. So that's the win condition there for this team though. Cignal Ultra, they need to get the Leomord in a good position before they can actually fight. Let's get into Cignal Ultra versus Happyfeet, game 1.
We have Cignal Ultra on the blue side. We have Desania on the Kagura, Tets on the Akai, D on Kaya, Few on the on the Harley, Yaku on the Leomord.
Yep, and on the Happyfeet side, we got Pringles on the Cho, Secret on the Claude, Tuyon on the Gushin, YB420, we're gonna be taking that famous Chimay on the Lolita. So good showing here for both of these teams, kind of standard laning. I expect I expect Cignal Ultra to go for the assassination plays once they have Divine Judgment, once they have Deadly Magic. I think no one in Happyfeet's actually immune to that combo. Even Pringles will probably get whittled down instantly if they get that into play.
Yeah, and they just need to get their level 4s for them to start this aggression from Cignal Ultra. So I think that's one of the reasons why Happyfeet is just trying to occupy every space right here, and also able to take down the first blood in their name, taking down the Tets on the bottom lane.
Yep, that's good aggression, good counter aggression rather. Again, I did say they have a lot of power with Tuyon on the Gush, and you don't need the ultimate to make the big plays. You can just go ahead and dip and dive. Daggers are going to do the trick for you. Secret on top lane. Of course, going to be farming out Pringles. Going to try to provide some aggression in the mid lane. Make sure that Cignal is there for the count.
Yeah, and also, I really thought Desania could at least chip a little bit of HP on the side of Cho, but again, this level 4, this yin-yang overturn from Desania is also, you need to keep an eye on that, especially in the team fight. We're talking about team fight here, the small skirmish going on with a nice flicker out from Tuyon, and what a nice successful disengage there on the side of Happyfeet. But Cignal Ultra is still looking for more. YB420, he will just able to squeeze himself out from that small skirmish there and preventing any damage from the farm and also the side of Happyfeet.
I really like that. Again, Cignal Ultra, they seem to be in a position where they want to just keep the game rolling. They don't really mind if they don't get the kills as long as Happyfeet is retreating. Yep. As long as Happyfeet is retreating, I think they are doing their jobs just right, but it's not going to be the case here. They're going for a turtle take. It's going to be 44.
Oh my goodness. The turtle, 50% HP. Chimay also there. Here comes the Phantom Steed trying to help him out. Oh my goodness,
what?
Freeman disabled from Pringles here, trying to catch him out. And also the Gushin will secure that kill, taking down D. And here comes the end of the engagement. Happyfeet. Ruben was going to take over the turtle. That is Cignal Ultra started earlier, but here comes the Numinon Blast. It might, no, it won't hit anyone. But again, the Gushin is there, taking down the turtle. He will claim the prize. And Desania will just disengage. While Tet and YB420 will just try to back off a little bit.
Yeah, a huge blunder there on the Phantom Steed. He did not mount it. And we thought Cignal Ultra was going to go for the fight. Apparently, it was we were going to go for the retreat. The horse did not make an appearance. And therefore, it was actually so difficult for Yaku to make anything happen. Of course, here's going to be a second rotation. Fuse going to be taken out of the contention here. No one's left to respond to that one.
Just the burst damage that is being dished out by Tuyon is way too fast. And even, Cignal Ultra decided not to contest. Alright, the damage has been done. Just move on and try to take any objectives.
I think Cignal Ultra is definitely in a kind of a tight spot here. Earlier, I thought they were super confident in going for that turtle, but you know what? A small mistake, a small misstep actually will cost them this game, and I think that's going to be the case later on, especially if they let this Claude go undamaged. 0-0-0 so far. He's getting a lot of gold though. He's ahead in levels above everyone else.
And then you need, well, I really do agree, you need to prevent any kind of mistakes. Even the small mistakes can really ramp up later on the part of the match. But then again, the farm is there. Claude, of course, you just need to get a little bit more farm while the rest of the team will just apply pressure or giving him a little bit of space to farm at the moment. Level 7. Which is, I think it's okay, while Yaku on the bush area is just trying to lurk, looking for any opportunity, while the rest of Happyfeet is just missing earlier. So I think that's one of the best ways to at least prevent yourself from flying, and also knowing the information where the rest of Happyfeet are.
Exactly, and again, the rest of the team gonna answer on the bottom lane. Of course, Yaku is still not out of the woods just yet. Wave of the Dragon into his space, gets killed off by Tuyon. D tried to go for the save, but he's probably gonna be next on the kill. Of course, that will be Divine Judgment wasted there. No damage done onto the rest of members of Happyfeet. And man, Cignal Ultra is slipping here.
And they don't even need the Numinun Blast from
Absolutely.
that skirmish right there, man. They're way ahead, 0-5. Well, the it's not that big though, but you see the impact that they currently have right now. Another kill here for Christian, taking down the Kagura, putting him in the sideline for the next 17 more seconds. It's a lot of time for the rest of Happyfeet to farm. As you can see, Tham is also taking down the crab on their side.
Yeah, Tuyon, so he's very happy to just go ahead and go take the kills whenever he can. He feels very confident. That's very important for a Gushan player, where you usually have to make a very game-changing call, and that's exactly what's happening on the bottom lane. Happyfeet wreaking havoc on Cignal right now. Yaku trying to go for the counter fight. D trying to help, but he cannot have access. He's slowed down by YB420. That's another kill going over to Happyfeet. Can they get more? I think they are just gonna go with that one. Udo on top lane.
And it's really difficult for them to, for him to disengage from that kind of initiation from Happyfeet. They have a lot of disable, even the control from Cho's there. Even though with the Phantom Steed, they already have the Phantom Steed open. But again, the movement speed will not help you with those amount of disable that Happyfeet can dish out. And I think that's one of the reasons why they have the current advantage right now.
Yeah, they don't. That Leomord doesn't really have that much sustainability yet with the itemization. Again, very important to have the lifesteal items, the spell steal items onto the Leomord, as well as BOD if you want to go for the fights. Again, Happyfeet knows he doesn't have those yet. That's why they're just going in and pressuring him non-stop until they break. And Cignal Ultra cannot do anything about it, except maybe this one. Tets tries to go in for the 1000-pounder. You get answered by Pringle, Wave of the Dragon back to his members. And Tuyon gonna answer with those daggers.
Last on the sidelines, nice 3-man hit, and also the Harley will take down the Gushan. Well, they're not it's not over yet. YB420 trying to run away, but he's getting hit by the poker. Oh my goodness, Pringles even getting left down. And wow, what a fight for Cignal Ultra, taking down 3 heroes of Happyfeet.
Finally, by the way, signs of life here for the blue side team.
Oh my.
And I think all the gold, all the assists also went into Yaku, which is very important. They're gonna go in for more turret takes here, as well as some minions on the wave, on the lane rather. Few going on assassination times 4 secret. Trying to pressure up that Claude might not work, because you know what, he's also very mobile at this point.
And well, the pressure is being applied by Cignal Ultra on the bottom lane, but Leomord has been forced out by the Gushan. So Gushan, well, they can't do this every single time.
Yeah.
They can just look for an opening for Cignal Ultra, well, based on their position, since the next objective will be the Lord. So both teams, they will just cramp up inside or within the Lord area and then look for a mistake. I think both teams, they just want to secure those blue buffs first to get that advantage, a little bit of advantage for the next fight. But Happyfeet, I think they have the upper hand since they have the position first, or the ground first.
That's right. Again, they have a lot of map control, which is very, very important. As Wolf says, real estate is key here. You gotta make sure that you can at least control some parts of the map. Looks like Yaku not gonna get out. Not gonna let that buff go without a fight, although of course it will be stolen up for members of Happyfeet on the bottom lane. That's a lot of pressure.
Oh.
I don't know what Cignal Ultra is gonna do with this.
And as you can see, oh my goodness, he can't even move. Yaku will be down. Numinun Blast been committed, and also the 2 hero kill takedown for 1. YB420 has also been taken out, and the rest of Happyfeet, they will just siege this tier 3 turret. I'm not sure if they can do anything about this.
Of course, YB420 gonna be left up. There's Tets. Goes in with the Hurricane Dance. Does not able to link the fast match. They take out Secret though. That's very important.
Yep.
That's a lot of DPS removed from Happyfeet. We still got Tuyon on the Gushin though. Can he make it out? Apparently not. Triple kill already on the few. They go for the chase on the Pringles. Do you have Divine Judgment? They do. They do have Divine Judgment. It was not a synchronized call.
Indeed, some small miscommunications here. Pringles might go down. Oh my! Oh, he will take the life of Harley first.
That was funny, man.
Yeah.
It's like I saw like the going. I have Divine Judgment. Oh no! I already casted the card tricks out there on the back. Of course, that doesn't matter. Signal Ultra, they will get ahead with some kills on that fight. Get a turret under their belt. Get that goalie to only just 20 or almost 1,000.
Indeed, and those small misplays, miscommunications from the side of Cignal Ultra, they might get punished here. And slowly, this marksman, this Claude right here is banned for a reason.
Yes.
And once he got that amount of items that he needs, well, I think Cignal Ultra needs to need to engage, play aggressive, take down this Claude every single time. But also Claude is well on their side, of course. As long as they can prolong the game, they have that advantage when it comes to at least 12 to 15 minutes in.
Yeah, I think so too. In Cignal Ultra, they seem to be going into this a bit of a lax period. I don't know why. I think maybe earlier on they thought they were gonna have an easy time, but right now I think they're probably rethinking the whole strategy behind this game. Right now, Cignal Ultra, 4 members strong on the bottom lane. We still got a few on the top lane, trying to shove up as much as they can. Of course, Lord will be the next open target. Everyone in Happyfeet's just waiting.
Oh, the stun, okay, from Chimay. Ted's trying to go and checking the HP of the Lord. He can jump in every time, or anytime, or any moment soon. And here we go. And again, the Lord has been slain by the Gushin. He will be punished. Nathaniel will go down. Oh my goodness, the damage again from the Harley. Yako's trying to form in, trying to focus down YB420. YB420 will go down as well. And Leomord will be successful to do so. And on the side, then Chimay trying to run away as well. He can. Yes, he will, but Pringles will be the next target here. Oh, Chimay with a nice flicker out after the immortality. D as well with a nice jukes using the wall. But unfortunately, Tuyon is not that lucky, well, disengaging away from Cignal Ultra.
Yeah, and just like that, look at the Happyfeet roster. They got wiped out basically from that ongoing fight. They tried to go a bit too hard on the Lord take. Of course, they will secure it, but they suffered a lot of deaths. Probably will still be able to be defended. I think Cignal feels like they can still handle this.
Yeah, I'm pretty quite sure that they can handle this since they have all the items that they need, the immortality, the control, the armor as well. Well, they do, or rather,
Initiate retreat.
does have the advantage right now with the Lord, and they can also take advantage of this. However, I think Cignal Ultra can really defend though with this Leomord pick here.
Yeah, they had a great team fight as well earlier with the Leomord in the front, and Tets already has immortality canceled. They win a blast though. Chimay gets locked out against the wall. He's suffering so much damage. He's gonna get taken out real quick. That Lord also gonna die. Where's the rest of Happyfeet? They dive in. Cloud, the blazing dust, gets a lot of damage onto the Cignal Ultra members.
Oh my goodness, and this is Happyfeet just taking opportunity, and also the damage from the Cloud earlier. Oh my goodness, man, the AoE damage, and they're not going to settle for just one turret, or maybe not. They will just disengage, try to steal the blue buff, and then give them to their core, and they can try to re-engage, I think.
I think that might have been a successful siege there for Happyfeet. They got what they wanted. Maybe not the finish, but that turret, that inhibitor is going to be so instrumental in making sure they can pressure other parts of the map when they need to. And Happyfeet, though, they have to be very careful because, as you can see, Cignal Ultra, they're more than capable of taking a team fight when they're given the chance to.
And, well, you see, looking at the network right now, it's not that big though, but you see that Happyfeet is way too ahead when it comes to the grounds and also the objectives. Map vision is also, as well, objective outer towers. Just the tier 2 tower, or rather the tier 3 turret rather on the middle lane is really exposed. And Pringles, maybe they can catch him out.
Hello?
Yes, they will. Trapped inside the cage. Oh, he might get... Yeah, he can disengage and also stay alive from that magic right there.
Another miscalculated Phantom Steed. Tets is forced to fight 1v4. Good thing he has Hurricane Dance. Able to jump out there. Man, I think the wrong guy is using Leomord right now, but Yaku doing good whenever he does get mounted on, but you gotta get on the Barbiel first on that horse or else.
That's a lot of commitment, right?
Yeah,
And,
I mean, Tets almost died because of that try, right? So, man, Cignal Ultra, despite having a great team fight, is slipping here and there. Maybe just a new composition that they're not quite used to here. But we'll have to wait and see if they can hold out with this one, because Happyfeet seem to be very comfortable with theirs.
Yeah, and also Happyfeet is just not stopping. They're just applying pressure every single lane. Well, top lane is also available on the bottom lane. Tam is just pushing the creep wave in. And also, they can just regroup, wait for someone to go out, just like so. Tets needs to play carefully. Yes, it's quite tanky though, but you need to respect the amount of damage that Happyfeet can dish out if ever you got caught off guard by the Happyfeet, rather.
Yeah, I think that's very important. Again, Happyfeet, they have all the power that they want. Gushin and Claude is just so good at taking out, at eliminating targets. Right now, though, they're getting this is a three-pronged attack rather. They have to be very careful. They could get collapsed down quite easily. Happyfeet checking out the brushes. They know that 3 members are showing. Where are the other 2?
Lord is up, and this will be the next objective for Happyfeet. Secret, just applying damage to this Lord right here. The rest of Happyfeet just waiting for someone on the side of Cignal Ultra to go down and contest this Lord. However, Tats storming the front lines here. Pringles catching out Leomord with a nice kick. Leomord will be controlled. Yako, oh, the ultimate from Secret. He needs to run away, and here comes the Phantom Steed. He will catch it, but again, he will go down as well. Luminous Dash will not clip anyone, while Tats, nice jump out, and Tuyon as well with a nice follow-up. The burst of damage is there. Immortality will be proc, and Tets will be punished. Oh my goodness, the play from Happyfeet, just baiting out Lord.
Is Happyfeet actually gonna make it this time around? Showing up against Cignal Ultra.
What a surprise.
Yeah, despite the 5k, just the 5k gold lead, Happyfeet are pushing up onto the throne. It's gonna be so close. Oh man, Few cannot do anything and watch.
Oh my goodness.
As the throne falls, that's a 1-0 in favor of Happyfeet, beating out Cignal Ultra.
Victory! Man, Happyfeet. I'm really surprised. I really thought that Cignal Ultra had the upper hand earlier when it comes to the draft, but when it comes to execution, man,